Okay, so this is pretty much a statement that actually gets made a lot. And I'm wondering if people actually believe that that's true. Do flamboyant black gay males want to be women? Or it doesn't even have to be black gay males, just flamboyant gay males in general. Do they want to be women? Let's unpack it. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video and welcome to Kitchen Table Talk Live with SpillitBoyTV. Listen, I was doing my thing and running through these streets. What's up, Kevin? I was running through these streets and I ran into Funky Dineva and Al Reynolds and Claudia, of course, TGIF. On Fox Soul. And this is a subject that comes up down here on these internet streets all the time. Whenever there seems to be any type of a issue or a fisticuffs or a kerfuffle that involves one of the gay males, one of the first insults, because some people think that's an insult, that comes out is, "You want to be a woman." So that actually came up. They were actually speaking about something that actually happened with Saucy Santana. And, that's like an ongoing thing. If I had $1 for every time Saucy Santana is into it with the female population and people claim that he don't like them, and Funky Dineva, if I had $1 for each time that has happened to them, I swear I would be a very, very rich man. But it got under my skin because Al Reynolds basically said, let's start here, that Al Reynolds identifies as bisexual. Okay. Al came back and he was saying, yeah, I really believe that it's true, that Saucy wants to be a woman, this, that, thing, and the other. And I'm like, wow. Funky Dineva said, you know what? I don't believe that. And this is where it got sticky. So they say, okay, Al said, well, Funky, I don't understand. So explain it to me. Now, you got to keep in mind, I'm looking at Al's body language, like I always look at Al's body language when these things come up. And Al got his face all twisted up and all of this. So I was already, now, Miss Al, really? Really, Miss Al, girl, what are we doing here? And then Funky Dineva fumbled the ball. Y'all know I love Funky, but it is what it is what it is. My Funky Dineva fumbled the damn ball, okay? Al throws it to Funky. Y'all know Claudia for the first time in a long time, she just was being quiet. Because, on these subjects, she usually gets herself into it, and the LGBTQIA be looking at her like, no, Miss Claudia, girl, you trying it. So she was being quiet, letting them go. And Funky went in and just said, I don't want to be a woman. So no, I said, okay, that's a good start, because I know that he doesn't. He just literally does his character. And once he's done with his character, that's it. He's done. He doesn't want to be a woman. That's it. And I have met Funky Dineva in person. That's not his energy at all. Funky Dineva is a butch queen, just like I'm a butch queen. We both do a professional drag character. That's it. But I'm like, okay, so go into detail. I'm waiting on him to go into these details to defend what he's saying, because Al Reynolds just said he don't get it. And Funky, I don't know if he just didn't feel like doing it with Al, just didn't give a shit, or what it was, but Funky fumbled the ball. Funky was like, child, why anybody think anybody want to be fish? I said, oh, no. I said, no, Funky. This is why you always in the shit, because of those comments I'm like, oh God, they're going to attack him. Sure enough, when I went to those comments, they were dragging Funky, and it got itself into a little bit of hot water yet again. Yet again. Is a butch queen a drag queen? No, a butch queen and a drag queen are two completely different things. You don't have to be one or the other, but only a butch queen. Well, not only a butch queen can be a drag queen, but I am a butch queen and I am a drag queen as well. But not all butch queens are drag queens. Only thing that a butch queen is just a boy who is gay, basically. They live as a boy. They are gay. They could be feminine or masculine. We just categorize them as butch queens, period. And then there are, yes, Lincoln, you are a butch queen. And then like when you go into like, I do drag. So I'm a drag queen when I'm doing drag. But other than that, no, I'm just a regular old butch queen. So that's where I'm like, Funky was the perfect person, I think, to address it with Al, because Funky actually is the total opposite of what Al Reynolds was saying. Funky Dineva does not want to be a woman. Funky Dineva only does the drag stuff when he is doing the character Funky Dineva Ross. Other than that, it's all tennis shoes, sandals, blue jeans, and all of that. He doesn't even do like hair or nails or anything like that. And Al, at that point, started to really drive it home with this thing of, I think that all guys that wear hair and wear nails or carry bags they all want to be women. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. That is the furthest thing from the truth. And some of what Funky was saying, I got it. But Funky did the Funky abrasive thing. You know what I mean? And he just, come on, Food Junkie, tell me something. What I missed? Because you know it's about a life eclipse. And I did not see the whole show. I saw the clip. Funky stated that he wasn't feeling well at the top of the show. Now that makes sense. But see, you still got to perform, my love. You still got to perform, because now you got us in some shit. And now here I am. Because Al Reynolds really got on my nerves after that, because he just went on and he was just going to drive it. And this is the thing. It's not the first time that I've noticed that Al Reynolds does this thing where you can see it in my thumbnail. You see his face? That's how his face be turned up when it comes to different gay issues. And I'm like, girl, what is your point? What is your point? I don't know. But since I feel like Funky fumbled the ball, I'll answer for myself here. Listen, I do not want to be a woman. I've never wanted to be a woman. And here's the thing. And this is the correct what Funky was basically saying. If you want to be a woman, it's not out of reach. These days, being a woman, turning into a trans woman is easy peasy. It's not a big issue. Kiki, what are you talking about? Al ain't bi. What you call him? Isn't Al? Oh, isn't Al bi? Right. He identifies as bisexual. That's what irritated me, is that he identifies with bisexual, and then you're on a public platform and you know really nothing about what that means other than you sleep with men and you sleep with women. And it's so much deeper than that. And when these questions come up, that's when we need you to talk like you got some sense. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy to me. And then he's older. Like, you're not young. Yeah, it's one thing to be a fool. It's another to be an old fool. I don't feel like I fit into a category or where I belong, but I'm gay. Exactly. But you know, when the titles go out, you know which one they give you, Rick. You know which one they give you. But he says that all the time. Rick doesn't like. Rick Reed is in the chat. Rick Reed doesn't like. And there's a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of people who don't. And you got to kind of respect it. I do try to respect that with him, since we do, you know, we deal with each other. I try to respect that with him because I know he doesn't really like the titles, but he definitely understands. No, you're not Trey, baby. That's what he said. I ain't Trey. Trade is in the closet. Exactly. And the trade thing, that goes, see, again, this is such a layered conversation where I feel like a long time ago, I said, we are giving out too much information over this apparatus. We, the gays of this section of YouTube, we give out too much information because people aren't receiving it. They're not understanding it. They're not listening, or they have their own little thing. You know, people be playing a lot of games because I've explained some of the same things to the same people multiple times, and they go right back like they weren't never listening. People, they want to do and say what they want to say, but people tend to want to play this game about trade like they don't understand, and y'all got it all wrong. All wrong. Somebody who identifies as gay can't be trade. Like, stop it. Someone who identifies as gay cannot be trade. Let me tell you where you don't find trade. You don't find trade partying in the gay bar. They're just not there. You may find, and see in there, you know, you might find one that got lost, but he ain't staying. As soon as he figures it out, he's getting the hell up out of there, Annie. You can't date trade. You can't date trade. What FJ say? I missed it. FJ. Oh, he said, Rick, you are cool just as you are. Why put yourself in a box? Right. He's another one. They really don't. Either one of them two. They don't like the titles. Just like there's women that don't like being called cisgender. They don't like it. They're like, I'm just a woman. I get it. I get it. And I try to be respectful of it. But being as though we are on a public platform, for all intents and purposes, when you hear somebody say Butch Queen, that we are all, and that just shows you the diversity of what that is. We are all considered that. I'm a Butch Queen. Food Junkie's a Butch Queen, and Rick Reed's a Butch Queen. And you see all three of us are completely different. We are completely different. Completely different. Food Junkie's married. Rick's married. Both of them are more on the masculine side. I'm more on the flamboyant side. And I actually do drag. But we are all considered Butch Queens. None of the three of us is trade, child. None of the three of us. So this is where I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna drop this link for you all if you all want to have your say, because I don't want to be speaking for y'all too. But I am just a man who happens to be married to a man. There you go. How wonderful. Right. He don't like that shit. He really don't. He don't like them titles. So here's what, and that's like Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson doesn't say he's gay. Jay Wilson says, I am a same gender love. Him and also Yamin. Yamin doesn't use gay. They don't like that. They use same gender loving. That's what they use. But they fall under the same umbrella too. So it's all about respect. So when you got to do the respect thing, but when you hear it, just so you know, these are the folks they talking about. And no, nobody who I've actually spoken about, not one want to be a woman. Not one. I'm one that dresses up like a woman, but that is something totally different. I don't want to be a woman. If I wanted to be a woman, trust me, I would have done it a long time ago. It is not out of reach. It's not out of reach. To be trans like that. These days, your daggone insurance is paying for you to transition. You know what I mean? It was different when I was young, but now it ain't no big shebang. Same gender loving sounds gay to me, James, because that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm texting and driving, but I'm almost home. Okay, Rick. All right. So I guess I'm just an Aloysius supporter. You know what, Cajun? Don't start. So this is where it started getting kind of funky for me. Because like I said, Al Reynolds said, nails, hair, and more feminine clothing like blouses and skirts and heels, all of that actually belong to women. So, oh, and carry purses. So any man that does that, he feels as though they want to be a woman. And I'm like, so, but the statement is wrong. The statement is wrong. And this is why I was like so irritated with Al, because like I said, when I went into those comments, the people were carrying, and I'm like, because you just pushed a message forward that is totally incorrect. It is totally incorrect. Not one day in my life have I wanted to be a woman. Not one day. Not one. And I'm like, he is like really clowning. And he just went on to this whole thing. And I said, see, this is when I wanted Funky to just jump in and shut it down. Because here's the thing. If things were the way that Al Reynolds is saying, I'm going to drop this on y'all. And then I want to know what y'all have to say. Because this is what I would have hit him with. So Al, dear, yes, heels, you know, that's women's clothes. Heels is women's clothes. Blouses is women's clothes. Purses are for women. Nails and hair for women. So anybody wearing that stuff, actually, they want to be a woman. So basically, you're not out of that loop, and you can untwist your face, because getting screwed by a man, that's for a woman. Sucking a man off, that's for a woman. So I'm sure you do both of those, allegedly. You doing one of them, at least. So that's for a woman. So that means you want to be a woman too, right? If we go by what you're saying. Now that's the way that I would have approached it. What say you all? Because isn't that the same thing? If I'm comfortable carrying a purse, and that means I want to be a woman, if you're comfortable taking a penis, then that means that you want to be a woman too, right? Al says he doesn't bottom. Okay. He doing something. He may not bottom. That's why I said allegedly. And I said, you doing something. You're doing some form of sex that involves a man. And in the regular world, having sex with a man is for a woman, right? Right? Kissing men is for women, right? So that would mean that you want to be a woman. You over there kissing a man like a woman, then that means you want to be a woman. See what I mean? Ain't nothing cut and dry. There's nothing that's cut and dry. There's no one group of people that all of them do and like the same thing and want the same things out of it. And especially none of them that's on the rainbow. I promise you. I promise you, these people that sit on this rainbow is some of the most complex people that you will ever meet. And if you try to figure it out, the day you tell me you figured out the rainbow is the day that I'm going to have you 5150. Because ain't no goddamn way you figured it all the way out. So he got that big old ass and he ain't using it. Oh. Oh, nah. But that was where it took me. I got so irritated with that. And I'm like, damn, Funky, you dropped the ball on this one. But I get what Food Junkie saying, that he said he didn't really feel like it. So that really explains my thumbnail. That really does explain it. But it really did irritate me. And when I went down in there, I was like, I said, wow, people really do believe that. And I know it comes up a lot. Anytime anybody gets angry with me, they think they're throwing that as an insult. Like that, first of all, it ain't no insult. It's foolish. It's foolish because there is no way, honey. If I wanted to be a woman, honey, I wouldn't have went and took a mortgage on this house, honey. I'd have took a mortgage on my ass, honey. That's what I'd have did. I'd have told, there's no reason. in 2023 to walk around and want to be anything, go be it. Go be it. If it's going to make you happy, go be it. It's right there for you. This guy has no education. Gender is located in the soul. Male or female is not determined by sexual characteristics. Which guy you talking about, babe? You talking about me? Are you speaking about me? Is it that you came in and missed part of what the conversation was? A person that is female in gender but is a man is not confused. You are transgender people are born. Elijah, you just jumped in here and just started talking, right? You didn't hear everything that was said. You just jumped in and just started talking, right? Or did I miss something? God prefers same-sex marriage. Now, Elijah, you're doing a lot now. Wait, what are you talking about, Elijah? This guy has, and who are you talking about, Elijah? Before I jump at you, who are you talking about? I'm just kind of trying to read because you're doing a lot of typing back here, but I think you missed something in the beginning. I know, I got confused because he was typing like a whole bunch and then he stopped typing. And he's like saying, this guy, what guy? Me or Al Reynolds? Who are you talking about? Tia, you said you were confused too? Yeah, that last little bit got me. I don't know nothing about no God prefers same-sex marriage. Now you really trying to get something started with the folks out there. I don't know nothing about all that now. My mama interrupted the live calling me anyway. I don't pay attention to Al Reynolds too tough. He's still uncomfortable talking about being bisexual. So there's that. And that's what I get a lot off the show, T Ray. It's like this kind of, I don't know. I can see probably where Funky do get irritated because a lot of times it ends up being, anytime LGBTQIA stuff comes up, it seems like it's like Funky against Al and Claudia. And I'm sure it does get tiresome. But that's the thing. That's the job. You got to perform. You got to perform. Because I was so let down today. I can see why some people think extremely effeminate men act like females, but I don't think they want to be them. They just lean into their femininity. And how is it that how about they're just being them? I have always been me. I've always been me, period. I didn't add to it. I have always been me. Always. I don't ramp it up. When you meet me in person, I'm not going to switch it down. My voice ain't going to drop or none of that kind of stuff. None of that, none of that. I've always just been me. And hell, I make clothes. And I love fashion. So clothes are just clothes to me. I shop everywhere I go. Every store I walk in, I shop in. That's who I am. So that's why I was like, this thing, I'm like, it's crazy. It's like, no, you don't want to be what? Now there are people who do want to be a woman, but that's not everybody. And it's not no real big deal. Flamboyance has no gender. Margaret Thatcher was stiff in her nickname, and not Ireland. And yeah, I mean, because then that you do a whole lot with studs. And I promise you, if you run that to a bunch of studs and say that they all want to be men, they will tear your throat out. They will tear your throat out. Whereas there are some studs that would like to be men, but I think they would definitely, and I'm surprised. I usually have some gay women in here floating around, but I can promise you they would take offense to that because that is like the furthest thing from the truth. Most studs are just happy being studs, and those who are not, they go ahead on and they become trans men. You know, it's not that, it really is not that big of a deal. But that was the whole thing. I just felt like the ball got dropped there. That's all. Exactly. They be real quiet about the stud community. Well, yeah. I mean, because well, the thing is, Roro, there will always be, it'll always be like this. The scales are like this because lesbianism is more accepted than homosexuality. So that's why those scales are kind of like that. People don't bother them as much because a lot of people fetishize them. So, you know, it's not, yeah. I've never seen you as flamboyant. To me, you've been down to earth, natural. That's me, Miss Jewel. I'm just me. I am. I'm just me. I don't, because I don't, you know, people who really turn it up and they really get to doing a whole bunch. I just be kind of like looking like, oh, okay, you'll stop that, I guess, as you get older, but not real cute. You know, that's only cool when it's natural. I have friends that are really, really, really femme. You know what I mean? And it's fine. It's fine. But when somebody is putting it on, you can tell. You can tell. People know when you blow a smoke up their behinds. I want to come up. I just need about 20 minutes. All right, Rick. Okay. I don't get flamboyant from James either. I just see James. Exactly. Because again, you know, I'm not pulling your leg. You know, I'm not putting on. I'm not, you know, dragging my asses out. That they drag anyway. It just is what it is. They be dragging anyhow. You say, so James ain't flamboyant? No, we didn't say that, Kevin. So, I think their thing is that they don't see me as like a put on. Kevin, don't start. Kimmy, hi, honey, how are you? It's the put on that gets on my nerves. Just to be, yeah. I mean, and you could tell, you really can, and because that's like I'll say, for me, maybe I shouldn't say that. Coming from a true gag, the answer to your question is hell no. Like, this is something that used to really kill me. Okay, so when it comes to trans women, I love my trans girls. Okay? And one thing that used to get me with them, and I'm just being honest, oh yes, it's all about a Capricorn. You know, it's my time. It's coming. It's my time to shine. Not yet, but it's coming. Oh yes. It's getting ready to be hell across the land, baby. It's coming. So when I first would like start meeting like my trans girlfriends and stuff, I was like you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Like, I just love them. Okay. And what used to drive me crazy is when they would do they would drop their voices and stuff. And then they play these games with their voice, like you're doing all this. I don't like that. Just use there are women that have heavier voices. Yeah, there's women that have heavier voices. You can just go ahead and just talk and just roll with it, and you'll be fine. Especially when you start taking hormones and all of that good stuff that you do to go trans, it's going to knock some of that anyway. Okay, and you say, is Lincoln gay? He is quite, yes. But this was the one that would get me. We'll be talking, okay, and then the next thing you know, you'll see one of the trans girls bust out and be like, oh, Miss Honey, oh, bitch, wait a minute, Miss Thing. I'm like, now you don't talk like that normally. So like, why would you, like, it's like a clusterfuck to me. Like, what is that? What just happened here? What the hell just happened? You know, Miss Honey. No. I don't want it, you know. So, and I know that might get me in trouble, but I'm just being transparent. These are the things. I mean, I went through my stuff too. I've been gay I've been gay all along for the whole time. But you know, I had to walk So I could see like what's really going on. That's something that used to drive me. I was like, what the hell is that? Some girls do that for shock value. Right. And that's not cute. Just like some boys ramp it up and be like, oh, Miss Girl, bitch. Why? Why? Like 2 seconds ago, you were just ordering a Big Mac and you just use your regular voice. And now you snapping your fingers and carrying on. And one thing that kills me, because I'm from the ballroom community. Why in the fuck is you over there falling in a dip in the middle of the floor at the McDonald's? What if you don't get up? Well, I mean, why do you want people to look at you? Like that's where, and that really ain't so much about being gay. That's really about being ridiculous. And people looking at you anyway. So if you a star, they looking at you anyhow. Catch that. Did y'all catch that? If you're a star, if you're a bad bitch, people looking at you anyway. You ain't got to do nothing extra. It just be on you. And you will stick out and people will talk to you and they will approach you because it's really about being approachable because that's what makes you a star. Being approachable is what actually makes you a star. Get into that. That people want to know you. They want to get to know more about you. People will approach you. They don't even know that you even have talents. They will just roll up on you and they just want to talk to you. Something about you just draws them to you. That's a star. Not a bitch falling down, damn near busting their head on the ground because you done learned a good, cool dance move. So now you're going to do it over a Big Mac. Ow! Like, girl, it always drove me nuts. Always drove me nuts. Just like, I mean, and we can take it off of gay and put it into other things. Just like when you have a woman who's always the loudest person in the crowd, always cussing a whole lot because you want to be seen. Or you're doing something, you're just doing too much. That drives me too. That just goes all through me. Girl, stop. Why are you doing that? Again, you're a woman. You're a woman. People are always looking at you. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is be. And that's the truth. Now, that's the truth about being a woman. You ain't got to do nothing special. All you got to do is be suited, booted, and just be. You ain't got to do nothing extra. And people will pay attention to you because we always pay attention to women. Naturally, people pay attention to women because they're making sure you're okay. That's natural. But all that yelling and cussing and what are you yelling and cussing about? Why you got to have the punchline on all the jokes? What's going on? That kind of stuff. I don't know, y'all. That kind of stuff just drives me crazy. I'm sorry. That kind of stuff it just wears me thin. Were you ever by? No. I saw somebody ask me, Raina, no. I always knew I like boys. I like the boys. I don't know what it is about them. I just like them. Never. Tia asked me what was my type. Boys, males, men. It's kind of weird because it's generally nothing in the middle. It's usually a person they're short or they're extremely tall. It's usually nobody in the middle. It's weird. That's why I said like men. Because it's hard to explain. You say what type of boy? A grown one. A grown. You know where we at? I said, let me clear that up, honey. A grown one. Or am I dating? No, I'm not. But yeah, they're usually shorter or extremely tall. That's usually where I fall in. Like right in that middle. I don't know what it is about that middle. Like 5'11", 6 foot. I'd be like, all right. But if you're like 6'4", I'll be like, okay. Or I mean, like 5'7", 5'8". I'd be like, oh, well, that's interesting. I don't know what that is. White man or black man? Child man, a man. How Miss Dovey? A man, girl. No, I don't really. I'm pretty open. You know, I've not. I have dated a white man before, but I've never slept with a white man. But I did date a white man. And we made really, really good friends. Do we have to have two legs? I prefer two legs, and I prefer them the same length. I prefer. I was going to ask that. You were going to ask what, Rick? About the white or black? You being funny. Three legs. Well, I mean, that'll work too. I know how to maneuver. I know how to make stuff, so I'll figure out something to do with the third one. I never date a white man. I never date a white man before, but I have kissed one. Come on, Dovey. Not kissy, 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 Dovey. Yeah, if you would date a white guy. I did date a white guy, but Rick, here's the thing. Did he know he was white? He did. He knew he was white, but he had a whole bunch of swag. A whole bunch of swag. So it was kind of it was strange. Because he was more, he had a buzz cut, but at the same time he was like bow-legged. Like I mean, there are bow-legged white dudes too, but generally you see like a bow-legged black dude and you'd be like, oh, here we go, now we on to something. It was like that. His energy was just like regular. His energy was regular. And then, you know, he did have his little buzz cut, but I didn't used to really pay that too much attention. Everything else he did, like he just did like everybody else. He would get you together. He will fight. He was just that guy, and that's why I kept him as a friend. I didn't want to mess it up. I liked him the way he was. Y'all keep these questions going. Stop, Kevin. Knock it off. You are so wrong. Why is that wrong, Chocolate Rose? I dated white men, but married a Hispanic man. Well, he's melanated, man. So yeah. And then Hispanic men, they're different too. They're really, really cute. They're really, really cute. Now, here's my thing now. Middle Eastern men and Indian men, they are so fine, but they just scare me. They make me nervous. I'll be like, child, my mouth is too smart. You know, my mouth is smart. I be done got the old chop honey messing around. I always say my mouth will be that got me in trouble, child. The fee. Yep. Them white folks in Pittsburgh are different and they can fight. Here, okay. Jay, would you date someone in the beef sector? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Y'all go away from me with that. Go away from me with that. I ain't dating no content creators, honey. Beef sector or otherwise, honey. I wouldn't care if they was in the fixing a car sector. If you got a YouTube channel and you got a Google account, mm-mm, mm-mm. Not a content creator. Mm-mm. And you will say, we already married. You ain't no man, though, Fifi. See, that's different. See, all the rules go out the window when it's the girl. All the stuff go out the window, child. I love the ballroom and the Kiki scene. That death drop and realness is everything. If it's done right, I am a girl. through and through. But I love the alternate scene. Right. Well, that's what the ballroom is for. The ballroom is a good time. It's a party. It ain't even about, folks be over there dating and carrying on. But Miss Jules, I've always, something about it. Yeah, and you got to be tall, because if you bow-legged and short, that's some fucked up shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Short and bow-legged, that make you look like you deformed. But tall and bow-legged, baby, stand right here. Let me talk to you for a second. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Love in the beef sector. Listen, I'm all for it. I've had some friends of mine that found some love over there in that two-way street, honey. That's nice. I don't want it. I don't want to date a content creator. If you date a content creator, you date them online and you break up with them online. And I ain't got time for mad day you to be hearing about my inners, honey. I ain't got time for it. And it seems like mad day comes around a lot often. Nope. Would you date someone in their 30s? Yes. Yes, I would. And why specifically in their 30s, Jay Ahmad? Why the 30s? Where'd you get that? Where'd that number come from? I know this one talking about never a content creator, because he knows it. I agree. My mouth is loose those times. Why aren't you dating? Because people be lying. People be lying. I've been on dates, but I'm just not in anything committed right now. But folks be lying. How about in their 20s? See, my kids is getting kind of old. So my children are getting kind of old. So that one's touchy. Like if they're at the end of the 20s, like 28, 29, yeah, if you really got things together. But down that other end, no, I can't. We're talking about your new reality show, Love and the Beef. Child, no. You say Rick is already out, already taken, so he's out. Child, you better stop it, honey. Girl, it's young trade. Girl, you know what, child? Leave mother alone. We don't need no daddy running around here. Don't you go lower than 40, James. You too settled and mature. Am I? Yeah, 28-ish. You know somebody 28? Who you know that's 28? Who you know 28 running around here looking for mother, child? You say, don't do it, James. You going to jail. Child, ain't going. Dovey, I ain't going nowhere. Child, listen, they can't get it together, Dovey, no way, because they be lying. You know, when that would never work, when they be 20 something, they be running around, they think they got the game figured out, and then they telling you, and you're like, bitch, I know all about that. Is you crazy? All right, here y'all go. Yeah, that you don't generally have to worry about that too much, because the conversation throws them out of things. It don't be right, child, or they walk in, or it'd be something that'll throw it off. You a mother, no father. That's how it is, Lincoln. That's how it is. That is it. You say you a mother, not father. That child. I dry humped the white man. No, you started dry humping a white man. I'm sure when you got done, he was a red man, honey. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. That's all you dry humped him, buddy. What the hell? So you didn't change his color. Mother, I'm 60. 25 to 35 is the fun age date. A fun age to date. Don't ask me how I know. Right? I mean, they legal, but it's just like, oh God, where are we going? And they'll do something to get on your nerves. They will. They'll do something to get on your nerves. What's up, Ricky?
What's up? What's going on? So
Not
what took me 20 minutes is because I done fried me a steak and made me some pierogies over here.
look. I ain't mad. I come on, pierogies. That's so Pittsburgh.
Uh-huh.
Look, I turned Really B on. Really B was like, I don't know nothing about no pierogi, this, that, thing, the other. When she came to Pittsburgh, I threw something together. She gonna say, okay, a couple months went by. She said, guess what I had? I said, well, she said, some pierogies. I said, uh-huh. She
Uh-huh.
said,
They're
that's some good shit.
yeah, they're good. Uh-huh. Like I got these ones from the bag, but I like this the Polish deli that's down in the strip district. They got some good ones up in there.
Okay, are they're
I,
already pre-made
yeah.
and
Yup, and I
frozen?
just get them. Yeah, they make them every day, and I just go like buy them like the dozen or whatever, and take them home and cook them.
Oh wow. Because that's how I actually started. I started eating them going to that daggone bingo on Southside, all the way
Mm-hmm.
down at on the Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon. That's
Was it the one on Sarah Street?
Sokol, and all the way,
Oh,
all the
okay, the
way at the
so
end down
called.
by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bridge. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that's where I started eating them with them. What types of lies and or deal breakers? Because some people might have a reason to lie about certain things. Deal breakers with lies. I don't know. It just lying. Period. Like, because why are you lying to me? Like, if you're trying to get to know me, why are you lying? Why am I catching you up and stuff? Or you saying stuff to me that ain't making no sense? And I feel like you're trying to get over. That's like a bad place for me to even start. Like when
Um.
you, I don't know, it just be you just be knowing they lying. You know what I mean?
Mhm. What was the exact title of this live? I forgot. It
Okay,
was
the
like
exact title was "Do Flamboyant Gays Want to Be Women?"
No.
yeah, that's definitely a no. All my flamboyant friends or whatever, they like to be like the best of both worlds. They feel like they can do you and they can do them. Meaning they can do be a woman. I mean, they can do what she can do and they can do what they can do. So why would they want to be a woman? They can do it all.
Yeah, I mean, because that whole wanting to be a woman is something else. For me, it doesn't. I don't feel like it has anything really to do with
Mm-mm.
sex. It really has to do with like who you see yourself as, and it's all like your inner stuff is what makes you trans. It's
And
it's
yeah,
not.
and
Yeah,
they
well, you're.
get with
Go ahead.
you is they get drag queen confused with wanting to be a woman or something like that. Like you would be like if somebody that wants to be a woman, but that's just like impersonating and then going back to who you really going back to doing like living your life as you, and then you're just like impersonating that. Like somebody that wants to be a woman, they'll live every day like that. It doesn't matter if they're broke. It doesn't matter. They're going to live life as them. It doesn't matter if they can afford the hormones or if they're just starting out or whatever. They're going to live life as them.
Right.
I wore a red dress, and
You did.
the whole time that I wore it, I did not want to be a woman.
Well,
I was
first of
I
all,
was
let's just cover that. You wore
okay.
a red dress and you didn't have no panties on.
Okay.
So
Well,
surely you didn't want to be no woman.
I didn't have any drawers on.
Yeah, you didn't even give a goddamn. So that kind of counts you out, pal, with your dress. Your dress don't count.
But at no point in my whole gay career have I ever, like, as flamboyant or as feminist as people may portray me to be, I never once wanted to identify as a woman. And as you said
Mm-mm.
before, modern medicine is so easily accessible for the poorest people to the richest people to go ahead and make that leap over to identify with that.
Right.
And Funky Dineva, he did get on my nerves by not, because he usually like just like punches. And Al Reynolds, he's the deceiver. He deceives Star Jones, and like being like this bi character or whatever. Funky, he should have like drilled to him like a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But Well, L Reynolds is like he's a little problematic for me. Like that was some archaic ass women pandering crap that he was out there, trying to spew.
Now with that, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, Al on the little show TGIF with Al, Funky Dineva, and Claudia Jordan.
Yeah,
that's over on Fox Soul. He there was a issue with Saucy Santana, and Saucy Santana got into it and made some comments about women, and so black
I
women
seen a little headline on somebody's
angry.
title today about
Yeah,
Saucy, and I think it was on Fox Soul that I seen that headline that said that Saucy Santana something hates black women or something like that.
right. He has
Is
said
that what you're
something,
talking about?
yeah, and Saucy gets in trouble a lot with that situation, and so does Funky, and that's where they were like basically saying, yeah, Saucy was wrong. Claudia thought Saucy was wrong. Al thought Saucy was wrong, and I can't remember whether
So
I
did
can't
Funky
remember what you said, but
was
then that's
Funky
when they
taken
said,
up for, was Funky taken
I
up for
think he
Saucy?
might have. I think he
Okay.
might have. He might have. But then Al went to the whole thing of saying he wants to be a woman or whatever. And, Claudia was like, yeah. And Funky's like, no, everybody who's feminine don't want to be a woman because I don't want to be a woman. But then he didn't go forward and give, explanation. And so Al just kind of like just pushed it forward. And then they were like dragging in the chat, just dragging. They're like, it was amazing to me to see how many people actually believed that.
To
like,
me,
they feel like everybody gay want to be a woman.
Yeah, to me, Funky is he's not flamboyant to me. To me, he's just like your average typical gay male to me.
Right.
Um, but like Saucy Santana, he's a male too, but he's more like kind of like how I see conscious TV, where they're like erogenous kind of. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They don't want to be women, but they're like erogenous
No,
kind of.
Conscious TV is absolutely fucking beautiful. He really, I tell him all
he's
the
cute.
time.
Yeah,
I
he's
tell
cute.
him all the time, and he does not want to be a woman. He just has his hair, and he like that one eye covered and all that. But I tell him all the time, I said, baby, you are one beautiful creature. You know that? Yeah. And he just laughs and go on. But he got, his nails be done, and he's androgynous. He just, and I've been down that road. That was my 20s. I did all that in my 20s and all that.
Or like because like some gay men will wear like blousey shirt, like Derek J or something like that, but he's still a gay male too. He has money. If he wanted to be a transsexual, he can.
This stuff. I mean, I'm always a little twisted up in there, but it don't have nothing to do with being a woman. It just this is just me. And
it's kind of like,
my clothes what it is? Are a mixture.
It's kind of like,
know what I got on.
No, it's kind of like, for real, it's kind of like art. Like playing with different things. It's like art, kind of. To me, is what it's like art.
Dish or sandwich? What dish or sandwich? I'm not talking about, Big Set. Hi, Coolin.
Yeah, Dwayne said he thinks who captivating Christian TV is erogenous. He gives me like
captivating Christians. I don't think he's androgynous.
He gives me like, I don't know if he is or he isn't. He gives me like a wannabe. He gives me like boy toy, wannabe like boy toy type.
Right. He's a twink, kinda.
Yeah,
he's
kind of.
Yeah, he's just like has that young
or was. Was or was.
Was.
Used to be.
Yeah,
he's a little older. Why I said that is because he's a little older.
Kind of like he's starting to age a little bit now, but he's not no bad looking kid. He's not no bad looking kid.
No, I'm just saying like after about 28, 20, about 30, the twink, you can't be that no more. But
well, I ain't saying that because I was actually 24.
Wait, could you be
all the way into my 30s?
Could you be the same size, but then what if you're like the same size? Like, are you still not like a twink?
Though? You're not no twink.
So you just like an emaciated old.
You're not a twink, Lincoln. You're too damn tall to be a twink. Okay.
Let me try to like categorize Lincoln. He's more like
Gay boy.
he's more what I would consider now a dapper gay.
Okay.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like artsy. He got that whole artsy
Yeah.
thing going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you would see Lincoln down at the House Music Fest,
Yeah.
dancing out in the middle of the street with a red dress and a drawers.
Jay
Yeah,
Wilson,
that's like
Jay Wilson said that he would see me at Harvard.
same, but you and Jay Wilson would fit in the same place. You would see him wherever you was. You would see his ass there too.
Okay.
It like
He'd be in the
piano
back
bar,
of the room.
like piano bar.
Yeah, he'd be in the back of the room. Like I see you, Pastor. Yeah, but no, I was shocked when I saw Lincoln in the red dress, because that's what I was like. I said okay, because the dress was bad. I was like, okay, but the thing with his dress, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't get drag. I knew it was for a function that you were doing. There was a reason you had it on. But when I looked at the dress, what did I add? Do you remember what I asked you?
Was I into like the leather scene?
Exactly. Because it was more, it was a tulle skirt, like it was a tulle skirt, but the whole top of it was like straps and the little tumbler thing. So it read more.
I'm telling y'all, look, I'm telling y'all right now, I will be the most ugliest, knock neatest bitch y'all ever seen in your life.
Oh, God. But see, if you know you got bad knees, you don't show them. You don't show them. But no, but it was the thing, Lincoln pulled it off. And it still wasn't feminine, because it's not supposed to be. It was supposed to be exactly what it was. And it was more of a fetish thing, is what it came across as. Mm-hmm. And I thought he looked sexy as hell. I thought it was sharp. It was really, really cool. And the top part, I was like, give me all of that. Give me all of that, see, because I'll put some underwear on an old nasty red boot and turn that motherfucker out. You was playing with it. I was gonna turn it out. But it worked for what he was doing. But it read as leather, like the leather community. Mm-hmm. It was more straps and bondage. It was giving straps and bondage, but it was just red. Mm-hmm. But you looked nice. You really did. You looked nice. That's why I doubled back. It was like,
I still like that. Your shout out was the highlight of my year. So, but it's on my Instagram, Lincoln Berries.
Mm-hmm. Lincoln with his berries out on Instagram, honey. Go get into it.
Hey, that's where the berries.
But I laughed. But that's what took it over the side when he said, "I ain't had no bottoms on." I said, "Yeah, that's definitely the leather community." That's not my community, because you can't do what I do with no underwear. Yeah, not unless you want to embarrass yourself and really shock the audience. Now you might get some real tips though. Foolish.
Hey, Natalia, Cajun said they want to see me at a piano bar. I can do a piano bar. I just can't do no wig and no heels or nothing like that. I'll be out here looking crazy, walking crazy, and everything else.
That's not your gig. That's not your gig. Running through here trying to walk like you got on Tim, stepping down all hard.
I mean, I broke both my ankles. Be done broke both my ankles, fell off the sidewalk. The wig be laying in the street.
You know right away, like when people getting dragged, I don't know why you be seeing some people and they be so busted, and you be like, what is going on? Their knees be all bent. You like, no, you knew it wasn't for you when you put it on and you couldn't stand up straight. That means it's not for you, baby.
No, James, it'd be like those men that be like I said, when I used to go to the Blue Moon and stuff, there'd be like, there'd be men, they're like cross dressers, because they still got hairy legs and everything, full beard and everything. They don't even try to shave it or nothing, but they be like in a dress and like heels, walking all hard and bow legged and shit. And that's how they come outside every day. They don't give a damn.
Wait, you said Blue Moon? Do you live in Atlanta?
No,
No, it was
this
a
is in
blue.
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
That's
Yeah,
where it used to be
yeah,
here.
okay,
yeah. I
okay,
live in Atlanta, but I mean, not that blue moon. I'm
okay,
talking about. No,
Yeah,
is
we
it called
got
the
a
blue
blue
moon?
moon.
okay.
Ain't it called the blue moon, James? The one on
Yeah,
Butler
it's
Street?
called the blue moon, and that's what you would roll up and you would see them.
Yeah.
You just be like, okay, girl.
Uh-huh.
See again, and that was what I had to get to know, like what was their deal. I was like, what's with their clothes?
Yeah,
Like
I'll be looking. It'd
everything
be
was
like
like
it's a
not
straight man,
stylish. It was old.
and it's
And
mostly
they
like
be
a white
real
man, like an
serious.
all white man, a straight man, exactly how he looks as a man, with his beard and everything, and hairy legs and hairy arms, and he'll have
And every
the little mini dress on, some pumps on, and a purse.
knees bent,
Yeah.
knees bent.
But they don't want to be a woman though.
No, but
No,
they
no,
don't.
they just like to dress. They just like to. They.
Yeah,
I always say they get their kicks on Route 66. They like to wear women's clothes. They're actual cross dressers, and
right.
that's it's
No.
not about trying to be pretty.
Mm-mm.
That's their groove. That's their gig. I can't really explain it.
Yeah, because I don't understand that at all.
I,
But
yeah, that's one of the ones I can't grasp.
I
Because
think it's like a fetish though.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
yeah,
like that.
like fetish
maybe
stuff.
because that's the other thing about. Well, I probably shouldn't tell that. Okay. What? Let's just move that along. I can tell it. I'll tell it. Look, if I'm flying, like, tell it, nigga, tell it. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't, and look at this one. I'm gonna say it. I don't. I shy away from men that are attracted to Milan
Yeah,
because
I
that's
get
my.
that.
So that's where that's like what I explained to you all when I say no, I don't want to be a woman. No, I've never wanted to be a woman because surely you know that I could lay something down. And
It's,
you know that for a fact.
Mhm.
But
James, because it's like you're in love with, like they're in love with somebody else. Like not,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, and
yeah,
I can't even bring that to life for you. Like what? I
yeah,
mean,
they're in love with the persona.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that persona
that's
get
just a
very
performance.
sticky. You know how sticky it gets. How?
Mhm.
But
But
I
that's
get,
not
I
you or
get that
something that
all
you're
the
trying
time.
to do all the time for something. You know what I mean?
I ain't trying to do that at all.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. You said that all.
You don't do
Well,
that at
hey,
all.
So
on a
we're
little
never.
freaky,
So
on a little freaky night, you might want to,
No,
bring them along.
no. Mm-mm. You know how much I pay for lipstick, man? You and me, Lawn, are similar though. No, we're not.
I feel like Milan Trezor is nicer.
It's nicer.
Yeah.
Really? She is.
I,
She actually is.
yeah,
She don't even argue. She don't
feel
even
like
do all
I feel
that.
like she is nicer.
All that cussing and fussing, child. I'll be like,
I can't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time I seen
Wait,
Milan
wait.
Trezor go off on somebody. But
You'll come up on here
I
and
know
say,
James well though.
yeah, wait. Did you ever read anybody down as Milan? I'm trying to think.
I
I
have.
think you did.
I
Yeah.
have. I have, but I try to keep that to a, I really, yeah, yeah, because nobody likes a mean queen. You got to be really, what you're saying. So you're saying Niecy Poo won't become your child? Niecy Poo is just that. She's my niece. She was always my niece. She just can't stand me, honey, but she's my niece, honey. She was trying to be her dad was trying to make her my
Your daughter.
Yeah, her dad tried to make her my stepdaughter. I said, no can do, bald mouth. Don't you dare, honey. So I don't want none of you or your daughter. So I've had to cuss somebody out as I was on here and they tried me. But generally, that character is that character. You're very nice. You're very laid back. I don't yell and argue and scream like what I'm doing because I'm usually working. When I'm working. That's why they be like, you don't do drag anymore. I don't really. I did drag. Y'all see me a lot in drag when I was doing Swipe Left.
Did that be like
I did
before?
Left every week for a year and a half.
Hmm. Does
I
that
don't
be
even
like before you be about to go out
sometimes
and
I
do
would
your?
do it when I come back in.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
it's like
yeah.
when I come back in from being out, and different things like that. Um,
But that takes like a lot of effort, though.
Hmm.
So to
Not really. I mean,
Man,
because I
because
still do drag,
I
but it
could
just yeah. When I was doing the show, I did, and I don't think people really know it really lasts that long. It was a year and a half every Saturday for a year and a half. So that's when y'all would actually see because I would be filming, and
mm,
then it'd be like throughout the week I would be filming. So you might end up catching me. I'll be like, oh the hell with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do another video real fast
mm,
while I'm already dressed instead of getting undressed and then redressing.
right.
I was like, child, they just gonna get a video with this on.
Yeah, so we got like kind of like overflow of the character because
Exactly. That's why I took
like
her.
when I would see Milan Trezor, I'm like, oh, that's Iyali Van Zant. But in my community, it was like very like therapeutic, kind of like giving good advice and like, oh, this is something I could I could like little morsels of something I could take back and apply to my own life. But then when she's gone, it's like you just like you cleaning up. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it was it was
Maybe I need to bring her
a
back and
different
start
type of
claiming that
it was there's a distinct
difference.
difference in
And there is even in my real life. There
mhm,
is That's I don't. Yeah, there is. And I've been to like regular bars and stuff. Because
mhm.
I have done a show and then just keep going. 'Cause
Yeah.
I done been to arts dressed, Rick.
after, yeah, uh-huh.
I've been to arts dressed.
I
Funny,
mean,
funny as hell. I was at arts.
J- James, like in the hood, anybody can come in there and you'll see anything. Like there's people like
Yeah.
that's just be in there. Like that's like the local. Everybody that's local in the neighborhood be up in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
And
how it
look,
is.
and ain't nobody great. I'm not going to have no issues.
Mm-mm.
I don't have issues because I don't bother people. And
Yeah.
again, but I'm cool even when I'm in as a boy. But I was in there, me and my god sisters. I had done a show, and they're like, "Oh, come on, let's go. We ain't ready to go home." And I was like, "Shit, I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I did my thing, got my bag. I'm ready to hit it." They're like, "No, come on, come on." I was like, "Fine, fine, fine." And I went on with them. We went to arts, me and my two god sisters, and we're down there, and we just, ain't no thing, just having a drink, and nobody paid it no mind. They just, just keep on going, and people know
Mhm.
me, so I'm paying no mind. We were sitting there with two of our cousins and they buying us drinks and carrying on, and we just chatting and carried on. And my one cousin, he did not know that it was me until we were
Well, he
literally
didn't.
getting ready to leave the bar, and we laughed at him so bad. He said, "I didn't know." He said, "Shit, I ain't know." So I just thought it was another girl that was y'all was hanging with. And she was saying, yeah. He
Mhm.
was say, I said, "Well, you was nice buying drinks." He said, "I thought you was a girl, nigga." I was like, stupid, just stupid. Love my cousins. My cousins are ridiculous.
Mhm.
But yeah, he didn't
Wait,
even know.
Cajun
But
said
I
Cajun.
don't be
Look,
bothering people. Hmm?
Cajun said two cousins. You say with the question and laughing. Ain't that where somebody was supposed to? Ain't that the name of that store?
Yeah, that's the name of the that's up on the hill, for sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I ain't
where
never heard of it.
old girl wanted to take me for a shopping spree. You do. Yeah, so I mean that's what I just laugh about what happens down here and the shit they say about me and drag, and I'm like, child, I don't know why they think they can beat my character or try to
Now,
make me feel some kind of way. Do you know how long I've been walking these streets?
now, like now, I always say like there's all types of. So I don't even see like I mean like the gay straight thing. I don't think there's. What I think is like there's all kind of different degrees to sexuality. I said this before. Just like people like DJ Khaled says he don't eat coochie. You know what I mean? But some girls ain't with that. People are into all different things. People are into feet. People are like you ain't touching my feet. With that being said, with the Cassie and P Diddy thing, if he liked to watch guys penetrate his woman, what is that?
That ain't that called Isn't it
That's
cuckold?
like that. I think that's another form of like fetishes.
Yeah, it's like that's
I
That's
mean,
no,
that's
no, that's
obviously,
yeah.
you're attracted to the men too, and the men's and the penis and stuff
He's a
too. Obviously,
warrior.
if that's
yeah,
what you want to
yeah.
see.
It's like that's watching like porn up and close. Like you curate
Yeah,
it.
yeah, like a
So
live porn. I mean, I guess
yeah,
because people watch
right. You can
porn.
smell it. You could touch it.
No,
It's
but
Wow,
tangible.
man. If I get
but
to
And
smell them, they all get milk.
but
The
even
fuck?
but even if he's straight, he's obviously into other guys in some
Yeah,
way.
that's what they said in the chat. That's voyeurism. Yeah.
yeah, and
But
so
wait a minute. What is it? What is cuckold? Yeah, that's why I thought it was
Yeah, I
cuckold
heard of that too. I
when
heard.
they're
What is that?
married, like when they're
What?
married and they're a
mhm.
couple, and it's specific that they like the man or the woman likes to watch their partner be
But it's
penetrated.
not.
Yeah.
But it's
That's
not like
But
it's not. It's
if
not
it's a
any
man,
type of partner though. It's not any type of partner. It's a partner that
that
the
specific
husband
type of
feels
partner.
inferior to. Like this is
Right, because it's
like the
usually a black
superior.
man.
Yeah,
Right.
with a
what?
white
Yeah,
dude,
and
with a
so that's
white
There's
dude, white
usually a
couple.
it's
BBC
yeah, but she,
involved,
right,
honey.
right, yeah.
I said it. I said he don't want to see the next door neighbor over there pumping
Right,
and sweating for no
exactly,
reason, honey.
exactly. So.
But he
But
likes to see
if the
Jerome from down in the projects, honey.
and I could fulfill my fantasy for $20.
No,
but
see.
if the man wants the wife to do that and they want to watch the wife, the man's obviously into guys or something.
Exactly, because
Well,
that's
yeah,
why
Like
yeah.
you're attracted to
So,
seeing it with that specific type of
so,
that
thing.
guy
so,
turns you on. It's
so,
like you're.
so,
It's just
hey,
like a way for you to look at guys or something. Like
so,
Mhm.
I
okay,
don't.
so like if a straight guy, if I'm a straight guy, if I'm a straight guy, and, and I'm watching porn, I'm watching heterosexual porn. So there has to be a guy in that porn.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and yeah.
he's watching both parties partake in something that I'm not involved in.
Right.
Me
They
as a
just ain't
gay man, I can't watch lesbian porn. That's another one. Sorry, but
It.
still,
why?
you have to
Why?
I feel like
you
in the
have,
Wait a
right
minute.
situation, I feel like in the right
Why?
situation and
no.
in a comfortable situation, guys will do anything.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's why so. So you jumped ahead because like
Hmm.
everybody's on this sexual spectrum of what they like and dislike, and so you could be the machoist man, but
Hmm.
you'll watch porn with another man dicking down some coochie, and she's not being dicked down by herself. He's
Hmm.
attracted to the man that's doing all the
The man,
yeah,
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 is turning
and
him on.
he's taking notes. He's taking notes. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's taking mental notes like
Right.
that. So he's
But I've
attracted
been
to
watching
what.
since they was kids, so.
So, but Kevin, that's what I'm asking. Like Kevin Johnson said, but is that gay? I wouldn't. It's not
It's not. I wouldn't say
necessarily
it's
gay,
gay.
but
It's
it's
That
not
like
it's
you.
not gay until you
it
admit it.
no.
It's yeah,
It's only gay if
yeah,
you only are paying.
and
That's
accept
when it
it.
Only
becomes
paying
gay.
attention
You be like,
to
Yeah.
oh
if you're
boy.
only paying attention to like one genitalia in that situation, and it
Look,
just so happened to match yours,
But
then
how do you pay attention to one? I'm going to get you.
but
Hold on.
look, see that
Go
might be
ahead.
look that might be what's going on in the other celebrities situations, like the Will Smith and all that. Maybe they was into watching each other's gets banged out and stuff, and they was attracted to the guy, and then they just slid off and got together and did what they really wanted to do a little later. They took it a little further and a little further.
yes.
Listen,
And
I told y'all when I did my video about Will and when they accused Will and Dwayne, baby,
I
listen.
wanted to see that
Can I
porn.
tell you
I
how I
wish I
would
was
have
a
closed
fly on
that
the
door
wall.
behind me, honey, and been like, y'all need me to move the light, honey? I want to see. I want to see what's going on in here. But wait, don't skip the subject. I'm going back. Let's back
Okay.
up.
All right.
So you don't like girls at all, Lincoln?
I'm
I'll take
sorry.
that as a yes.
I'm sorry, y'all. No, I'm a Gold Star member.
Really?
Victor again said, "What's your type, James?" He
What's
answered
my
that kind
type?
of earlier.
Um, boys. It's just it's weird. I either I generally end up with someone who's really short or really tall. That's basically it. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. It's strange how that works with me. Either really short or really tall. It's extremes for me. But I don't really break it down to like light skin or dark skin or white or black. I just like what likes me. But I as long as they short or tall, not in the middle. I don't know. It's weird, strange. Victor.
Mhm.
Victor, knock it off.
Me, I'm 5'11", Cajun.
We know.
They asked me.
I know. I
I ain't
seen it. I
too
was like,
tall. I ain't too short. I'm like average.
he's in the
Well,
middle. See, he's
yeah.
safe. He in the middle. They always accuse me of liking Rick. I'm like, nope, Rick's in the middle. He's safe.
I feel like they're really trying to get this love in the beef sector going
No,
on.
we're not in the beef sector though. We're not over on Treasure Lane. What puzzles me is straight men watching porn together, community boners with nary female in sight. Now,
Look,
that
and
don't
sometimes,
puzzle you. You know what
and,
gay looks like.
yeah.
That's what gay looks like, Danny. That's trade, Danny.
Yep.
Mary.
You say 5'11" isn't tall? No, 5'11" is in the
No,
middle.
it's like in the middle.
5'11" is in the middle. 5'11" is just 6 foot. You know, you
To me,
sneeze.
to me, to me, Food Junkie's tall.
Yeah, he's
He's
what,
like 6'3". He's tall.
6'3".
I think he's
Yeah,
like
he's
six
tall.
three. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, he mean though, so he's safe too.
You
he
said he's
mean,
mean.
he mean
He's
and
that
married,
mean.
honey. He's safe. It used to be fun. It's weird now. Yeah, he's yeah, old Food Junkie is mean and married, honey. I'm like messing with no Food Junkie. Me and Food Junkie done already had our time, child. I done already lost a friend over Food Junkie. Baby, I lost a friend over Food Junkie. Food Junkie, you dirty bastard.
He don't care. Watch me fold my shirts.
Somebody,
No, Food Junkie threw the friend in the garbage.
look, he said
No,
I'm
he
still
threw
here,
the bitch
bitch.
in the garbage too.
He's in here. He said
I
I'm
know,
still here,
I know
bitch.
he's there. Listen, I done told you, I got a connection with Food Junkie. You think I didn't know he was still there? I knew he was there. Child, he knew. He threw the bitch in the garbage too.
Kevin Johnson
Now,
said,
what do
"What
y'all
y'all consider
consider
short?"
short?
What I
Short.
consider short is like Todd, like Candy's, like Todd Tucker.
Oh yeah, he a little midget.
Like
He
I
built
think, like
around.
Music Soul
What's
Child
Todd
short.
Tucker?
Music Soul Child is little.
Yeah, he
Like
looks
wait, and
little.
Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley.
Yeah, he looks like that too, y'all.
Teddy Riley is a midget too. But I would never mess with what's his name? What's that child with the cock eye?
Wally?
Okay, that's her. What's wrong?
She's just ugly. She's just ugly, Wally.
Who?
Wally.
What?
That's what Lincoln said.
Y'all breaking? What the hell? But Wally's tall though.
You said cockeyed though, but
Oh no. No.
I'm missing the references.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like 5'8", I would say.
5'8", 5'7".
Below.
I'm 5'9". So I'm 5'9". So like 5'8", 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
You go any shorter than that, then that's like range.
There been like, but back to the Diddy thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
There have been rumors that, the gay rumors been out there, and then
forever.
this like proves that he really does like watching guys at least. So, and then that Aaron Hall interview on Vlad or
Aaron
whatever.
Hall is
Aaron,
a mess.
he's disgusting, ain't he? Too?
Yeah,
I don't
I
give
was
a
like,
damn what he
I
got.
remember he just singing "Shut Up."
He's ugly as hell. I wouldn't care what he had going on. He
just
is
put them
ugly as
all
hell.
out there. I was like,
Him,
But
nah,
Aaron,
he's
I'm
I
watching
ugly.
it
didn't know
all.
who he was until he made that interview. I'm like, ugh, like,
Yeah, he literally told them
ugh.
I'm big and they like watching me get down. And I
Uh,
like them watching me
it's
get
like,
down.
Yeah, that
like,
he said Puffy seen me fuck a lot of times
Yeah,
or
I was
something like
like,
that.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so are you like connecting those two together? Like, did he just like with the cuckold
mm-mm.
situation?
I wasn't surprised by Aaron Hall Rayner because he used to be a pimp or something, I think.
Okay,
He
Because
act like it.
he used to do interviews with Magic Don Juan and all them. Like they used to be like real pimps and stuff, I think.
And
okay,
he's so talented, but he is just his attitude was such a turn off.
okay.
Hmm. He's ugly. Like he's ugly. I don't care
Oh
what.
yeah, he ain't
Him,
never, his brother was the nicer looking one, Damien, the one that could dance real good. Aaron could sing, but Damien was too skinny for me.
Aaron and Crunchy Black is like the two ugliest
Who the
dudes
fuck is
ever from
Crunchy Black?
from
Uh,
from
so
3-6 Mafia.
so
Yep,
when
the
I
skinny
Google
one from 3-6 Mafia.
when I Googled him, and then I was like, okay, I found pictures of when he was at his height. He was okay looking for that time.
Aaron Hall.
Yes, he was.
I
He
don't
was like,
remember. What
He
back when
was
the I
never
miss you
good
and all that.
looking.
yeah,
He was never good looking. I was looking
Mm-mm.
at Teddy
he,
Riley.
he like no, exactly right, but he was
No, I was looking at Teddy Riley. I wasn't looking at neither one of the rest of them, honey. The little fantasy video. Remember their little song? It's a fantasy. Teddy Riley with that swim trunk, with the little swim trunk. I said, Teddy, you better watch yourself on that beach, Teddy. I wasn't looking at no Damien and no
But
goddamn
I'm pretty
Aaron.
sure he got some leftovers and stuff. He wasn't like grotesque, like just
Oh no, because they already said that you didn't
yeah.
see. Here's the thing: Millie Jackson told y'all a long time ago about ugly men. Women like ugly men because they already their grandmothers and aunties and stuff that told them the story. An ugly man will give your stuff a black eye. Okay, so being ugly in the
Cajun,
heterosexual world ain't no
Cajun
big deal.
said Teddy Riley was the cute one. I never really liked. Yeah, out of that group, I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah,
and he
but
had the money.
mhm.
Yeah, Teddy Riley was cute. That's what I told you. Him in the little swim trunks. I was like, "Come on, Teddy, he was cute. He was cute." That now you know that one of the worst crews in the world was MC Hammer. Everybody in that motherfucker was ugly. It's like, God
Yeah,
damn.
him too.
Everybody
He looked
here is
weird too.
terrible. Huh?
I said he looked weird too. MC Hammer.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't look
wasn't
weird. He
cute.
was ugly.
Yeah, he was little peanut
He
head. He
tried
had
to
like
be
a
nice.
peanut head.
He looked weird.
He
No,
had
he
a
was
peanut
ugly.
head.
I loved him though. I loved him. He was so talented, and he
Uh,
was built nice.
mm,
But
Hmm.
mm-mm.
hand me
Mm-mm.
that
My more
pass.
generation of people that look like all right, like and stuff like that is like Bobby Valentino and then people like that.
Bobby Valentino was fine.
Hmm.
Is
Bobby
he?
Valentino was fine. Even though he flagged my page.
Oh, why did he flag your page?
Oh, he
Oh, wow, when
flagged
he was
me.
running
I
around with the
said,
trannies.
Bobby, bitch, how dare you?
What, when he was running around with the transsexuals?
Yeah, he got mad.
He did
I said, you
commentary.
mad? Why you mad? Bobby said, you black bitch, I'll fix you, honey. He flagged me. I said, oh, hurt my soul. I said, that's all right. I'll catch you. But he's still cute. He is little. He's small, and that's where it's kind of weird. I was kind of looking like, is his hands real little and
Oh,
fat?
damn, they said Bobby's only 5'3".
I know, but I'm like, I like
Damn.
this now.
I used to work at Urban Outfitters. This was like 20 years ago, and he came in.
Look
I
at
had
this.
to like,
Thing.
I had to like, he was like, I had to lean over the counter because he was so tiny. I
Well,
was like,
I
oh,
everybody with you.
Lincoln, do you live in Atlanta, Lincoln?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
Lincoln is huge.
I'm okay. I'm just,
He
but yeah,
Lincoln walks when Lincoln stand up, he be out of the screen.
Yeah, he's
That's
tall,
why
like long.
he's
How
6'4".
tall are you? 6'4".
6'4".
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why they try to make him stand up and stuff when he be on my lives because when he stands up, it's just his crotches in the screen.
Yeah,
You
and
will
then
see nothing else.
be,
I'm like,
really be like, oh, I love it when you stand up and walk away.
but
Like,
yeah, it's like, dang,
so
you.
I didn't even catch that while I was on live because I'm nervous being on camera anyway. But then when I watched the replay, I'm like, oh, that's what she meant. Oh,
Newbie said she could relate the uglier the bigger bang for your buck.
Yeah, that's newbie. I'm telling y'all about newbie. Newbie nice.
Look, like I used to have a type, but now I don't care. They can be
You're
ugly as
growing
long as
up.
they got some money. As long as they got some money, they could be ugly. As long as they ain't broke.
You need to stop. You need to stop it.
As
You
long as
need to
they ain't
stop it.
broke.
And he
But
lying because if he like him, he'll take care of him.
yeah.
You just
When
lying.
I
You
was
just
young,
want to get
you had to
on.
be, but like now, you gotta have to use a couple dollars though, for real. That's the most
He's
important thing.
lying. He's
Or at least
lying.
be able to
okay.
take care of yourself. Like you can't be trying to
He's
live
Because
off of me and all that.
lying. He is
That ain't gonna work.
lying. You all. If Rick like you ain't got to do nothing but make him happy, and you good. He lying. Stop. But that don't mean all you raggedy bitches that ain't got no jobs and no funds and no places to stay. Don't you boll weevils
No,
looking for homes? Don't start lining
y'all
up.
can't come to my house and like look, but not even listen, not even no friends, because I got like friends like that. They want to come down or come over and stuff, and they be hanging out for a while, and I'll be like thinking like, when the fuck is you going home? Like, damn, like trying to. Damn, and I thought you were just coming down Friday night. You trying to stay the whole weekend and shit. Like, damn, what the hell you getting up
that's
out
why
my house? I
you have
hate
to
people in my
establish
house.
you have to establish a 3-day, 2-night stay.
I hate people in my
Oh, that's
house.
too long.
Well, I'm generous.
But that's how, like, I would go. I should say, because I would go to chats and stay for like 10 days, child.
Yeah, and this is
But
for
that's different. That's different.
This one friend want to come down. This one friend of mine want to come down all the time and don't know when to leave, want to stay all weekend. Then I work and shit, be like wanting to go. Oh, well, I can just stay here while you go to work. Like the party's
Yeah.
over. Like it's time for you to go home.
Yeah, but that's why when I usually go to the DMV, I stay for a while. But he'd be happy to have me there, child.
Well, y'all are like brothers though, so
We
that's
are brothers.
family. So like when I'm like my best friends, like it's a 3-day, 2-night stay, and unless you have like unless you like economically challenged or whatever, then yeah, of course I'll extend it for 7 days and 6 nights.
You see this shit?
I'm
He said, "I'm going to
sorry.
go home minutes after they arrive."
Yeah.
I don't want to put you on blast, but you know
Yeah.
what that is, honey. That's sit down, shut up, fuck, get out.
And like me,
It's so nice seeing you. You doing good? Your family's cool.
look, this is how weird I am too, and why I don't want them at my house for too many days and stuff like that. I don't use my living room like when I'm home for real. Like I don't want people smashing my couch all down and shit, beat my couch all down. Like I don't do this. Ain't the hangout house.
Yeah, no, I ain't with all that now.
Smashing my furniture all down and shit. I don't
Couches are
even
not
use my
made
shit.
for sleeping, honey. You playing a, you know what? Playing a vacation. I'll just come stay on your couch, really. You come stay on the porch.
Or James, like, because you're like grown now.
Hey, good
So
boy.
like they said back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like you used to throw parties and shit. I bet you won't be throwing parties up in there. You don't want people all
Oh
your
no
feet
no
all
no
up
no
in
no
there.
no 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 no! You didn't hear about my house back when I was throwing parties? All white furniture and glass.
Oh shit.
Now we're doing gray, but no, if you look at my old videos, my furniture was stark
Oh
white.
yeah, you did a white couch and stuff.
White couch and all glass and all that.
Is there a reason for
And that
that?
wasn't even the house. That's not the house. That's my
Mhm.
brother's house that y'all will see. Before
Yeah.
that was my other house. Everything was white.
I had to
Everything.
block that room off.
Everything was white.
Is it a reason?
And my baby's bedroom, my oldest boy, his bedroom carpet was white. So
I told you, one of my aunts, She had like a white living room. She had white carpet and everything, like glass tables and stuff. She had plastic. She had like a plastic covering her carpet on the floor, and the furniture was on top of the plastic. And she had plastic still on her furniture. She
She
had
wasn't
plastic
playing.
on her furniture. Even the lampshades. You know how the lampshades come with the plastic
Oh,
on.
they
I'll
used to
take
do
that
that shit
plastic
back
off.
in
She
the
left that
70s.
plastic on. She had the plastic on the lampshades, plastic on the furniture, and plastic on her carpet on the floor. And she had these like clear runners down on her floor that you just had to walk on that path. I was
My
like,
mother
That
said
was
damn,
the
the
like,
same
70s. That
thing.
was the 70s.
what's the point? Like, what's the point of even having a living room? Like, for real, you ain't
Listen,
gonna
I'm
use it.
mad.
Can't nobody sit on your shit
It
or
was like
nothing. You got
it
plastic.
was like I was like, do I need to walk through the living room with a hazmat suit on? Like what? Like
Yeah.
why have all this white stuff if I can't? Like I actually have to protect myself from the
Yeah, but I used
furniture
to
that
have
you
my parties,
protected.
but I didn't do sleepovers. That's why I laughed with the reads. I was like, everybody know that didn't happen because wasn't nobody staying over. I had
But
a whole
you know them
look,
type of people
I had
though
a
in
whole
Pittsburgh.
man at the time. And here's the funny thing: my man wasn't allowed to my parties.
You ain't white because them hoes be in there.
No, he was the hoe that wasn't allowed that shit. I knew what I was dealing with. I mean, look, I told y'all the story. We dealt for a very long time, and I'm like, you can't stop nobody from being who they are. You love who you love, and you deal with it how you want to deal with it. But no, he didn't have no invites to no parties I was having. There is no way you don't bring ants to the picnic, and you don't bring the goddamn whore to the party with all your gay friends. You don't do that.
Yeah,
No, he come
and
and he
like you
literally
know
he
how
didn't
them
understand it. He literally would wait when the party was over. He would come and clean up.
James, like, look, like, you know how, like, Pittsburgh is, like, you're a whole generation, but the whole scene and everything's the same. You know, like, how it be, like, with your friends, they be, like, always trying to sneak with your mans, and you might be trying to, I mean, I'm not trying to say I ain't still a couple of theirs or whatever and shit back in the day when I was younger, but I'm just saying, it's a lot of that going on and
Oh
shit,
yeah,
like,
that's.
you
I
know
mean,
what I
I
mean? When
knew
you're,
what I had. I knew. I mean, you just
yeah,
protect yourself how you protect yourself. I knew that I dealt with a whore. I knew it. I dealt with a whore. Now I told the story that he had 2 kids on me. So if he had 2 kids on me, how many of them boys you think he played around with? Stop playing.
yeah, uh-huh.
I knew what I had, and when I was done dealing with it, I stopped dealing with it. But no, I wasn't going to play. I didn't play no whole damn fool. Like I said, I had parties, and I had parties of plenty. I know your brother told you parties of
Hmm.
plenty. And listen, when the party was over, he would be, and sometimes he'd be calling like, "Is the party still going on?" I'm like, "Yes, the party is still going on. Goodbye, nigga."
Uh-huh.
But he would come afterwards and clean up and then spend his time with me and whatever, eat and whatever, take his little food and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we had to understand you don't party with me. You don't party. You and I
Well,
don't party together. We don't hang out at the same bars. We don't do any of that. That just wasn't what we did. Mm-mm.
but yeah,
Nope.
but I know you had little friends just being on the scene that was trying to get with your man, or
Oh yeah. What?
and you might have
Hey,
been trying to pull, you might have been trying to
trust
pull
none
one
of
or
them
two of theirs.
hoes. I got accused of that a lot. Like I would get accused,
Uh-huh.
because I had house kids. So the house kids would be like, well, look like my man, he just attached to you. Yeah, just like you got attached to me, honey. It's like stop. Yeah, I've had that a couple times where
My
my
story would be I
daughter,
was the
like,
one they was always trying to I'm the one they was always trying to fuck with and like fighting over and shit. Trying to
that's
fight
crazy.
over and shit. And I ain't like
It,
none of
it,
them really.
very, very, and then that's the thing. I wasn't older than my house kids. I was older than some of them, but the two
Uh-huh.
main house, my first two gay kids, both of them was older than me.
Yeah.
Both of
They
them.
don't because the people don't understand that
They
too.
don't
Like the
get
whole
it.
house kid, the
Yeah,
house mother thing. They don't understand that either. Like they you know what I'm saying? But really what it is like you're just more seasoned. It don't really have nothing to do with age.
right.
It
And
just
wait,
has to
both of
be
them have been in the life longer than me, but life wise, I was further along in life than them.
and really knowing the gay world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you
because
can
I
know
had a
life,
gay
but you don't
mother
know.
and they didn't have one. I became their gay mother. And I just, and in life, I had my things together more so than them. and that's why they just start calling me
Listen,
mother.
and
And
listen, and like they could have like real good parents, a mother and father or whatever,
oh yeah, but that
but the
ain't the
mother and the
same.
father are straight. The mother and the father could be older. They don't, or they accept them for being gay, but they don't know how to
They
teach
don't
them or
know.
tell
They don't
them
know how
what
to tell
gay
you how to
is or nothing
maneuver.
like that.
Yeah, they don't know how to tell you how to maneuver because shit, I
They don't
had gay
know.
kids. I done went and got
They,
found come from a two-parent home, and the
yeah, they,
phone call came to me. Could you come and get me? I'm at this party and I really don't know like how to
yeah,
leave. What the fuck you mean
yeah,
you don't know how to leave? And
yeah,
then I am in the car on the way to get him, honey.
yeah.
On the
That
way to
kind of
get him
shit.
out of a whole Rick out of a whole orgy.
Well,
Yeah,
I
that
I'm
kind
had
of
busting
shit.
up.
That
I
kind of
I'm
had
busting
like
shit.
up an orgy like
Saving them
child.
and shit.
What
Yeah, where they
the?
can't call their mom.
I was kind of like thrust upon like the ballroom scene because that was like my safe haven after I got kicked out of my mother's house, at 17 and was homeless, and I had to, you know, you know,
That's where the house
I
and
mother
I
thing
had
mean,
to,
comes in.
that's
and
I would say yeah, like in Pittsburgh, James. Though, not my bad. But like I would say like with that shit that's going on in Jackson, that's more of like the house scene, or is that the ballroom scene? Like at the end of the night when they be there, like there, and it be the houses, and they be facing off and doing all that, like that kind of dance voguing and
Same
shit.
thing. That's because
What
that's
is
a lot of times where they meet. We're
what
yeah,
is
like,
that? Is that like the house scene, or is that like the ballroom, or is that the same thing?
it's the same thing.
mm-hmm,
What the situation that Lincoln had, like he said, he
Okay.
was homeless and stuff. A lot of
Hmm.
times, those would be kids that be at the ballroom, at the ball. They'll be at the
yeah,
ball, and that's
they
where
had
they end
nowhere
up
else to go.
meeting other house kids. And then when that's how the house mothers end up meeting them, they're like, "Wait a minute, everybody's going home," and then you see this one, and you're like, "What's
And then
going on?
your
Why are
house
you
mother
still
be
hanging
like
around?
on your
They
your
ain't got
house
nowhere to
mother.
go."
Yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
your house mother usually be like just like what 5 years older than you, but
Mhm.
she started off before you to teach you. That's how condensed the experience is. It's like and she don't know what she's doing, but
Well,
she knows where you came from because she experienced that,
Right.
and so it's like
yeah,
a very
it's
fast
not an
paced
age.
event.
It's not like an age experience thing. It's more of like a being
Yeah,
seasoned.
it's survival mode.
Yeah.
It's pure. It's a survival
Yeah,
instinct.
see, in this
With
one, I knew her mother, and I met Natalia on here,
Natalia,
but I already
Natalia,
knew her mother.
let her click the link because
She
I
don't click links.
uh,
Like somebody could be
Mhm.
out and proud at 16 and this person come out at 20, 26. The
I
person
was
Mhm.
at 16 is going to be way more seasoned when they get to
Absolutely.
26 than the 26-year-old coming out at 26. You know what I'm saying?
I was raised by my mother, but
That's what they said you were
I
cool.
didn't become a man until I was
Oh,
indoctrinated by drag queens
James, you know
and
Natalia's house
transgender.
mother.
Yeah, I met Natalia. Natalia was one of my followers on YouTube, and we end up having a friendship. And through that friendship, we started to, say, "Girl, you know this person, you know that person." Here all the time, I knew her drag mother. We
Hmm.
did pageants and stuff together. I knew her house, well, not her drag mother because she's a trans girl. It's her house mother, but I knew her house mother from the pageant circuit.
Wait, what's the difference between a drag mother and a house mother? Well,
Well,
because not
Natalia
not
don't
not
do
all house
drag.
mothers do
Natalia,
drag,
yeah,
right?
Natalia don't do drag. Natalia is
No,
trans.
and also not all house mothers do drag either.
Exactly.
You could be in a ballroom scene but not be
Mhm.
drag or even erogenous or anything.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It
said,
was
"Hey,
like
dog, did I miss something
the
about Funky Dineva?" Yeah, in the beginning, in the
It's
beginning of the beginning of
Tiff
the lesson.
said. Tiff said, "I am so intrigued. It's very deep, and I be even learning new stuff all the time."
Yeah, and I don't mind. That's I don't mind answering questions and stuff, Tiff. It's just sometimes we be in situations where people want to ask you to say, "Let me interview you," and it's the same interview over and over and over, and the same questions, and then they act like they forgot what you said last time, and that's
Mhm.
why I got to be shying away from it. Like whatever, child. But that's a whole different
Raina said,
situation.
like the ballroom scene is so thriving. I mean, like I
Oh
see
yeah.
movies, shows. There's even stuff on here, like on YouTube and stuff
Well, the
about that. But
ballroom
like,
scene is like really thriving, like really thriving. That whole I just came from the Renaissance movie, and that's what the whole concert basically. The whole album is about the ballroom.
I feel like it kind of got like worse because it used to be
like it got worse.
Because it used to be like this niche thing, like oh my god, like wow, I just stumbled upon this.
No, it's huge now.
And so now it's so mainstream, like everybody can access it. It's accessible, and everybody is the death drop. It was never called that when I was in the ballroom scene. It was
still not called that.
But they just co-opted like this new term.
They did, just like Logan. It got snatched up by Madonna. Death drop is not no death drop. That's some shit they made.
I know James can because I don't know where he comes from.
Hold on, yeah. I can. What are you talking about? I can do death. Boy, you crazy?
No, but Lincoln, I didn't. You be doing dancing like that too?
I can vogue. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. No, I know you can. I said you're from Pittsburgh. I know you can.
Wait, I gotta answer this. Queendom. I've been ignoring you. We've been on here literally for an hour and 40 minutes.
Is that one person?
I've been ignoring you for, I know, an hour and 20 minutes. You are one sad, sorry bitch. The same thing over and over. I mean, I understand trolling, but when somebody is just literally ignoring you, bitch, you ain't got nothing going on, girl. Huh? Did you find the white girl in the salon? Did you? It was so funny.
Too funny. That's why they love it. That ain't funny. All you did, come on now.
I mean, you've done that for like the last couple lives, and I literally been ignoring you for like an hour and 20 minutes. Something wrong.
You said you used to work at a salon or whatever on the north side after you got done with hair school. Everybody knows that, and they just try to spin a narrative and say that you sniffed coke over there out of the salon on the north side, like because you said they took your story and try to spin a narrative. They try to be like us. They're trying to be like us.
Your response was funny, girl. Okay, is it?
They're trying to be like us and spin narratives and play games and shit.
Okay. All right. Well, let's laugh. Let's all laugh.
That's funny. Now that was funny.
That's all key to fuck key, okay? But no, I went to see see, I got my shit. Got my yeah, I just loaded my I loaded a review of the movie before I ever came on. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But the dancers, most of the dancers are from the ballroom. She got Honey Balenciaga and quite a few others that they was getting down. I was getting my life over there when they was carrying. I was like, carry on, children. Carry on.
I guess if it's okay if I share this story. I didn't know who. I didn't know who Grace Jones. I know who she is, but I didn't know the impact that she had on like gay culture. And I was living in LA with my husband at the time, and we went to the Hollywood Dome, and for Grace Jones, I'm like, okay, you talking about that masculine woman in Mad Max or whatever? I didn't know anything about her.
I thought she was in Medusa. Wasn't she in Medusa, Jay?
No, she was the Grace Jones did that. You are not gay.
I know who she is.
Gay. You see all this pussy?
Yeah, I know who she is, but I thought she was in Medusa.
No, she did Vamp. Remember the movie Vamp?
Yeah.
She played that the vampire, the main vampire on Vamp.
Mm-hmm.
And then she also played in one of the Mad Max movies.
Yes, as Barbara. It wasn't Barbarella, but it was.
Barbarella was a white woman.
Right, with the titties. Okay, cool. So then I was like, I'm at the Hollywood Bowl, this prestigious consortium orchestra dome or whatever, and I'm seeing all these elderly gays just like okay, what is this? I'm confused because I didn't know
what elderly gays.
Elderly gays.
They were older than
elderly gays. How old were they? 35, honey.
Well, they were older than me.
Elderly
so I was
gays.
like, okay, I didn't understand what was happening, and then when she came out, I was like, oh my god, because these elderly gays, they came out with these like extravagant outfits. I'm like, am I missing something? Like, I'm just confused because this isn't like Devil's Worth, Prada, Hocus Pocus. This is
No,
above
that's
all
some
of that.
bullshit, child.
Yeah,
You was
this
at
is
the real
before.
thing.
Yeah, this is before I was gay. So that and
What were you? You
that's
talking
what
about
they
this
look
before
like.
you were gay? What were you?
But they came with all the fabrics and stuff. I'm like, these are well off gays also. Like these people pay money to come see this. I'm like, oh my god, I am surrounded by a whole bunch of
If he say elderly gays,
fabulously elderly gays. I was like, it was like, oh my god, look at the chiffon. It's satin, really? No, it was the polyester. It was nothing. But then to see this one thing, so I can only imagine that happening for Beyonce.
Oh no, child. Where do you think she got it from, honey?
Hello, that's what I'm
You know
saying.
where Uncle Johnny came from, right? Uncle Johnny was in the Uncle Johnny when he was making her dress with that cheap spandex. He was part of the ballroom, honey.
And they had all these costumes and all these. I have never seen anything like that. And I've been out. I lived in LA. West Hollywood. This was gayer. This was gayer than I've ever seen. And none of those people who was wearing all the chiffon, all this tulle, this leather, none of them wanted to identify as a woman. So
no, they were just gay. They're gay.
Yeah. Just had to like bring that around.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Lincoln, have you ever been to Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
So like
Manners.
Yeah, that's elderly gay. That's elderly gay central right there.
Yes, Wilton Manors. Okay, hello.
San Francisco too.
That's yeah. But
well, I'm not saying that because I'm now
smaller,
considered elderly gay too. But you know, shit, I was in my 30s and I had little gay kids running around calling me grandma. And I was in my 30s. I was like, all right, but I mean, again, like I told you, I have gay kids who are older than me. So then they had their gay kid. I'm like, wow, where are they coming from? And they would come out and they'd be grandma, so forth and so on. And then some of the grandkids be trying to hit on me. I'm like, child, you got
no. Wilton Manors at Fort Lauderdale. Wilton Manors at Fort Lauderdale, they be like really like 75 and 71 and shit like that with all kind of plastic surgery. Yeah, with all kind of plastic surgery and shit, all fake.
And they're not trying to get none of their benefits or whatever, like nothing. Like it's like
that's death becomes already. You know,
the last time I was in Wilton Manors, there was an old guy who had a whole air can. Air can.
Look, I went there. I see some old white man, and sometimes they be with like young dudes too. They'll be like 70, but they'll be like with like 30, like little broke dudes. You know what I'm saying? And but I think this one, he was driving a Bentley. This old dude was driving a Bentley, but it was like a Bentley from like the 1960s, like for real, like the oldest Bentley. I didn't even know they made Bentleys back then.
That means he actually has money though. Like
yeah, I mean he does have money because it was like a classic Bentley. I didn't even know Bentleys was that old.
Not a vintage Bentley.
It was a vintage Bentley, and it was in like top condition and everything.
You like rickety crickety old gays with money?
Wait, so that old
because when I seen it, I was like, damn, they made Bentleys.
All the stops. He was like,
yeah, when I seen it, I was like, oh damn, they made Bentleys back then, like all the way back then, like in the 60s.
That's old.
Yeah, I didn't know they even had Bentleys. I thought the Bentleys was like from the 90s or something.
Well, I'll take his last name if he pulled that out. Like,
yeah, that's what Grace did. Conan, because she hit somebody in their balls with the stick when she was doing the one of the scenes, and one of the outtakes. That she got so wound up she had done cracked somebody in their balls real hard with the stick. Old Grace, honey, I like Gracie. She was a mess.
I would say for me, that's a little old for me. But I would say Madonna was definitely like pushing it, like the edge and everything back then. Like now, and I didn't even know that as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As an adult, like looking back on her stuff, yeah.
Yeah, she made things popular, but she stole it. that she went down there and sang the Vogue thing, and she just brought it. You know, she took her whiteness and brought it
Yeah.
on
No,
to it
not even just
and
Vogue. Not
made
even
money
just
with it.
Vogue. Not even just Vogue, but she always has some gay dudes all up in her videos and
Oh,
stuff all the time.
absolutely,
Well, yeah,
because she's a freak.
yeah.
She's a
Yeah,
freak. I
that
love it.
no, that and she got a lot of her swag from the gay, like her
That
fashion,
ain't
her
Yeah,
all she
everything.
got from them, honey.
They dressed her down.
That ain't
she
all she
she
got from them.
she
Yeah.
was the first white woman, in my opinion, that exploited the gay culture
She was.
and then
She was.
succeeded on it, and then didn't give nothing back.
Wait, ain't one of her
Nothing.
kids gay though?
Huh?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I don't think how she exploited.
Oh no, she did. The whole
Yeah,
Vogue
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That
What
the
you
Vogue thing
mean?
came right
Maybe
out of the ballroom.
she's just like shot. I mean, what you mean by
No,
exploited the
it
bad?
worked for both people. It
Oh,
worked for
okay.
both people, but
Yeah,
it didn't
because I
work for the
mean,
ballroom like it worked for her. Because she
Right.
became famous for that whole "come on, Vogue,"
Yeah,
and that ain't
yeah.
even. You know, that's not.
She didn't. She
Didn't
just
give them nothing.
she got invited to the table, mother, and then she was like, this one I
Yeah,
gotta do.
she
She
did
incorporated,
explode. She
and then
culture.
her career
That was
just
the
took
original
off.
culture vulture, but that was
It took
fine.
off, and then she didn't do anything after she took off. She's from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. Madonna is from Detroit.
I didn't know she was from Detroit,
Yes.
Yeah,
but I
but
kind of knew she
she
was
did what
city-ish
she
though.
did.
But if you look at her, she looks like she's extraterrestrial now.
Oh
But
damn!
before
She
she
did
got
so
there,
bad. I don't know all that work.
she
I'm
was
like,
like
girl,
British
Yeah,
and all
she
that other
did.
shit, whatever. Like she was
and she's
European.
rickety and crickety.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
she came
she's like old
up there.
too.
She was in the
And look at
ballroom
Kevin talking about
singing.
she's not from New York City.
That's
No,
where
she's
I
not.
thought she was from New York
She's
too.
from up the street from where I was born and raised.
Yeah,
Up
that
the
I,
street.
she didn't
I
even
think I
give me
thought
New
that
York
because
vibes, honey. All that Papa don't preach.
no,
That's
I
the
thought
one I like.
because remember that movie? What was that movie where she had the black cat and stuff?
Um, you talk about
What?
desperately
Wait,
seeking
no,
Susan.
was it called Who's That Girl or something? Or that's the song?
No, that was the song.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the
Yeah, that
songs.
movie. That movie.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought she was from New York too.
No, she's not. She's from Detroit.
I like Madonna. I always like Madonna, but I
I
knew what
like
she was
Madonna
doing.
too, but you know, I'm
I
not
don't know
about
where the hell's from, but
I'm not about to give her credit for
I knew what she was doing, Annie. But I
right.
like the music, and I love what she did. She did a lot of firsts, like she did the whole "Justify My Love" thing. She really did put some spotlight on gay.
Yeah, she did. That's what
On
I think.
melanated gay.
Yeah.
But
Look,
as far as the ballroom, she literally took Vogue and yanked it out of the ballroom, and then she didn't come back for a while. She did the video, and then it just quieted down.
but all that though, even when I look, I didn't
It
notice
was
like when I was a
sensational for a
kid.
while, and then it just
Yeah, right.
it
You
went up,
wouldn't.
and
You
then
had
it
no way
went
because it was
straight down.
underground.
But James, like I didn't even notice like when I was a kid or like growing up like in the '90s until I look back on '90s videos like recently like and stuff. Like even like in Crystal Waters and stuff. If you look at their background
That's
dancers and
house
shit, it was
music.
like gay dudes in tight
Well,
ass
not just
pants.
that, Crystal Waters. That's house music. That was the
Oh,
first
her music.
Crystal Waters, and Crystal Waters was like one of the first to actually have like a house song that kind of crossed over that was being played on the black station, because you didn't hear that, and they definitely wasn't playing with that on BET. But she's the one with that "Making Happy."
Who's the
Out,
other chick that sings that da da dee da dee?
that's her.
Oh, that's her too.
That's her.
Yep.
La da dee, la da da. That's
Okay.
Gypsy. And then she
Yeah,
came back with that with making happy, happy, happy,
yeah.
happy.
Uh-huh.
That's when it went. It was like, okay. And then they was like, okay, Crystal Girl, you don't went too far. You all the way over in the gay club now. Because then the next thing was 100% Pure Love.
Yeah.
And that was straight up club. So then she ended up over on MTV. But yeah, that's the early parts of house that
I
went
didn't know that.
regular mainstream. Yeah.
But those beats
Making
are
Happy
that though.
was my jam.
Yeah.
You know, I actually heard here's a story. I heard Making Happy the first time that I ever went to a gay bar. It was the first time I ever went to a gay bar. I had heard, because I always watch videos. So I had heard Gypsy Woman, of course. And I was like, that song's just okay. But I heard Making Happy while I was in the bar. I said, what is this song? I was like, okay, I said, I like this. I ended up finding it. I was like, oh, this is the same bitch. And then that was it. And I was like, cool. I was hooked. That's the first time I went to a gay bar. Sure
Oh,
was.
Food Junkie said "Who's That Girl's" also a movie, but
Okay, so Who's That Girl
who's
is a movie by itself. That's when she had the blonde hair and the black dress. Is that it?
Who's Robin S. James?
Robin S is you got to show me
Oh
love.
yeah, that's the same
Yeah.
type of music. That
What
and
the
what about CC Pennington or whatever?
CC Peniston is that's club music as well, but she kept it cute and she was
Is that the one that says the 100% pure love or something like that?
no 100% pure love is Crystal Waters. CC
Oh,
Peniston is finally it's
oh yeah, yeah,
happening.
yeah.
And here's the thing: if you look her up, Rick, you actually would like the real CC Peniston. The real CC Peniston could sing down. CC Peniston did not go look up her unsung tonight. When we get off here, I want you to go and look up unsung CC Peniston. It's on YouTube. She didn't want to sing none of that shit. She wanted to sing straight up R&B. She has a song called "Inside That I Cried." That's the type of music she wanted to sing. She wanted to sing, like sing. And I went to see her live. CC Peniston sang the place to the ground. She do gospel and everything. She ain't want to do none of that shit. And I loved her song. Like, keep on walking, I ain't talking.
Oh yeah,
that was the jam.
That is the jam.
Walk on, keep on. That was
yeah.
Out of the damn gay club.
Yeah. No, that definitely brings back. Don't even like that's just the 90s. That's just the 90s because you know my brother that you know he's super like into dancing and he super was back then too.
I know.
Yeah, so, he thinks he can dance his motherfucking ass off.
But yeah, that's CC said. You know the part in the song where she be doing that. You could just go, and then you be hearing that. It sounds like a piano or a keyboard or something in the background.
Yeah,
that's her voice. That is her voice.
Oh, that is.
Yes, that's her voice. CC Peniston bad the motherfucker. She don't play around. Yeah, she's one you'll see. Mike always on her. She still sound the same. Still sound the same. I enjoyed her. I seen her behind up at concert.
All right,
she opened up for R. Kelly.
I'm a jump down. It's like I have to get up in the morning. But this is fantastic.
Look at I got to get up in the morning. Get on up then.
Okay, it's 2:00 in the morning over here.
You're so messy with your tail. So messy.
I'll be up.
So do he. Good night, Lincoln. He your best. Yeah, but yeah, you got to look her up. CC Peniston. And she got some other really good songs. I'm Searching. Searching was my jam too. Searching was my jam.
A lot of that 90s stuff and like that 90s era was very influential, I feel, in the gay. It kind of opened up the door for all these kids to be who they are today. Like I think, really,
that's when I was walking.
People will say like the 80s or something too, but I don't think so. I think like the 90s.
Because I didn't graduate till 89. So I mean they were doing what they were doing, but I graduated in 89 and I didn't start being out until 91, like 91.
Yeah, y'all scene was different. I think how you had to even float around and stuff.
Actually,
like I told you, my brother told me because I watched that movie. We was talking about it, and I was talking about the movie Party Monsters, and he was like, "That was real in Pittsburgh." He was like, "Them they was really there." He was like, "Them bars like Pegasus and stuff, and the Eagle." He was like, "That's where they used to hang out, and they would be up in there with their little backpacks on and shit, and their little fairy wings with their little lunch boxes and shit."
Yeah,
he was like,
that's when they would do the raves and stuff. Yep, all down in the strip.
Yeah, he said that was for real. There was like really club kids and
shit. You
don't
remember Metropole?
Mm-mm.
Metropole was good for old nasty piece of rave.
Where was that at?
Metropole is right down in the strip. It was some other stuff a couple other times. See, they changed it to some other things. I'm sure you've probably been there, just didn't realize that was it. But it was called Metropole back in the day, and it was huge club right there in the strip. Right, right back Costume. Remember Costume World?
Yeah, I know where that is, and I think that might even still be there.
It was
Uh-huh.
two doors. It's gone, but it was two doors down from Costume World.
Is Costume World going?
Yeah, Costume World was gone.
Because it was like on that like a little kind of like on a corner, I think a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's gone too.
Yeah, Metropole was the shit. Now that's why when I did doing shows at Metropole, because that's where the money was, baby. When Metropole called, you was getting paid.
Like I never
But
even
that's
been to
where they
that
used to
holiday.
have raves at back in the 80s and the 90s.
I never even been to that like holiday shit in Oakland. I heard, but I could have think I could have went to it, and then it closed like a
That's
little
too
bit
old for
after I
you.
started going up.
That was
Yeah,
too old.
I probably wouldn't have liked it.
That was
Mm-mm.
old and white.
But I mean, when I was running around, it was still that even that 5801 and all that
Oh,
shit.
it
I was
never
like, yeah,
changed.
too.
That's the white crowd.
I could go down to the little, the little video lounge thing. I used to like it in
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, because I've been to Blue Moon. I performed at Blue Moon once. And it's Blue Moon
It's
is
too
just Blue
small.
Moon. Yeah,
It's too small. Like it's
it was
small as
ridiculous.
hell.
I
Like
was like, you want me to do what now? You want me to go over there and step up onto that stage,
yeah, and it's
girl?
like that little ass tiny little box. Their stage is
And
like a
that's
little
what I
box
used
on
to
the side.
when I used to dance a lot. So I had on some daggone patent leather boots with a 5-inch heel. I said, I'm not ready to step up on that shit. I'm
Yeah,
ready to twirl for these
it's
children
just
right down here on this floor, and then I'm ready to get on up out of here, honey. Y'all got my coin?
but you know what? Like we used to go down there on like Mondays or whatever and watch like RuPaul's Drag Race or something. It's cool for that, like
Yeah,
a happy hour.
they had the RuPaul Drag Race when Alaska was on the show, and when Sharon was on the show, they did watch parties.
Yeah, yeah. I used to go. That's when I used to go down there. And it wouldn't be that bad. It would be like happy hour type shit. But
Right.
I tried to go there on a weekend. It's too small.
Can't even
Like
get
you know
in
what I
there.
mean. And then people's like all crowding up on you and shit. And then I have to argue and almost fight in there and shit.
Let's see.
Oh.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
And then with that one, there's like one down the street from there. It's like right on the corner. Like I mean, it's like what's it called, Brewsters or some shit like that.
Yeah, brewers.
Brewers. Yeah,
Brewers.
I've been in there one time too.
So you like hanging with the white folks, huh?
Mm-mm. They used
Let
to
me
have
stop.
me up in
Let
there.
me stop because they'll start picking at you again.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, you'll be fighting or they'll be like, "See, told you."
but
But
like they
that's
would
all
have
we
me
got.
bouncing
That's
all
how
up
we
in there.
had white bars. We don't have no
I
whole bunch
don't.
of black
The
bars.
only black bar I know is Jack's, and then like towards the end there, images
And
a
that's
little
after
bit.
hours. That was after
Uh,
hours. But nothing to do
images
with that.
images turned like that a
Okay.
little bit before I left. It turned
Right.
a little black before I left.
And the saloon.
And the saloon is
And
always kind
the
of
saloon did not like y'all. They didn't like no
no.
black
That's
folks.
why they was. But the saloon, see, you can't vibe in the saloon because they're going to play that same white music all the time, and they're going to force you
Mhm.
out of there. All the
And take the
Pittsburgh,
black kids' money and didn't want them in there. That was a mess. That was a
yeah,
mess.
all the Pittsburgh gay scene, gay bar type things is for for like pre gaming before you go to the after hours
Yeah,
club. You just go,
that's the way it
yeah,
always was.
that's the main attraction. You just go to them bars to get a couple drinks before you go out.
And the largest club was called Seneca. And Seneca actually closed literally like 2 months after I
I
came out.
I never heard of that, but the largest
Yeah,
club I've
it was
seen,
out in Verona, like on Verona Road.
no, Al Verona. Yeah, the
Hmm.
largest club I seen was the Eagle, I say,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's like 3 floors. Yeah,
Right. Now the Eagle, child, I'm making some money. Yes, sir.
is that called the Eagle, the one that was over on the north side?
There's an Eagle
It's
everywhere when you go. It's a
but
leather bar.
it's closed too, ain't it?
Yeah, they're closed. Yeah. But
Hmm.
they have the dust child make some money up there. Make some money up in there. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, the Eagle was the stuff. But that's a leather bar. And they're all over the
I
place.
think,
Like
yeah,
there
I
was
thought.
the
Well, when I
DC
went, it was like
Eagle and there
mixed.
was I think
Because when
they're
I went to
closed too after
the bottom
pandemic.
floor was like the regular club. When I went, the bottom floor was like the regular club. I
Hmm.
forget what the second floor was, and then on the top floor
Just
they had like a
another
drag.
bar, basically, and then there's another different
Yeah,
music on the third floor.
and then
Drag,
they
I
had the
think, on
drag
the
show
third
on the
floor.
third floor when I went.
Hmm. Well,
Uh-huh.
you know where I was. Well, only when I was working, but when we went down just regular, we would, be on the second floor. That first
But
floor was like for old bitches. The old bitches didn't want to take the stairs.
they might. Do they still have that bar called Cruise or whatever in the strip? It might still be
I'm
there.
not sure. That when
'Cause
I was the last when I was going out, I
It's
had
for
been
young
there a
people.
few times. Yeah, I had been there a few times. It
Hmm.
was nice. It was
Yeah,
nice.
it's not. It's a nice inside, but it's
And
for
wait,
young.
now I'll tell
It's
you,
for
cruise
college.
cruise is a portion of Metropole.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
portion.
Cruise is like right next to the parking, like the under the bridge,
I know what you're
right
talking
there,
about.
right beside the bridge. Yeah. But
Yeah,
like
it
you
was
know, you can
actually
walk.
that
You can
space.
walk from. You can walk from Lucky's under through there and go right to Cruise. Like you know what I
Exactly,
mean?
but
Under
it
there.
actually the two buildings together, the two together were Metropole.
Oh,
Cruise is
okay.
like literally not even half; it's a portion of that building.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it was there. That
Yeah,
was a
Cruise
bunch
is
of
nice.
different clubs. Because one time
I
where Cruise
performed there
was,
too. I performed
where
at Cruise too.
where Cruise was, it was actually some like straight
The
bar back
night
in the day
cooler.
called Fat Cats from that used to be like Whammo used to be in there.
Yep, that's what I told you. It been quite a few
Couple
things.
things, yeah. It's always
Yeah.
something changing.
Yep. So have a good old time down there. Good old time. But you know how it goes around here, Joe.
Yeah. All right. Good night, Colin. But yeah, I guess I'll
They
get
have a
up off.
dark room. We didn't have no bars with no dark rooms. D. You got to go
Well,
to D for
the
that.
no, what the only one I did go to
I
one in
wasn't trying
Pittsburgh.
to tell it.
No, yeah, I did, but I didn't know. I didn't know all that was going on up in there. I told you my friend was like, "Oh, let's go to this after hours." It was down there in the bottom in the basement of Club Pittsburgh over there, and I went over
Mhm.
there, and they had
What's
all, I
up,
don't know what the
Pittsburgh?
name
A
of. You
bathhouse.
need you need it, yeah, but it was like the bathhouse was up, like in that building, but like up, like it was. This was in the basement. I
Yeah, you
forget
need
the
a
name.
membership.
Yeah, you had to have like, but even to get in the club though, you couldn't just get in the club. You had to have like a special like password or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
But
some bullshit. I ain't go down up in there.
yeah, no, man, we went up in there. It was like regular people and stuff,
And
but
they
like in
had
the back,
go-go dancers and shit.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And in the back,
Listen,
they
I
had like
know a
these little booths,
person.
and they had like little go-go dancers walking around with like little straps, like
Right, I
stuff
know a
on their
go-go
shoulders,
dancer
like.
that caught crabs down in that motherfucker. I
Eh.
said, what?
Yeah, and there was like these old nasty ass people. They looked like they was like on their deathbed down there, and they was like in like leather clothes and shit. It was like very weird, and it was like that same old watered down liquor. The after hours, some of them, the ones downtown. If you go to an after hours, their liquor don't even be in motherfucking glass bottles like liquor bottles. They be putting them in plastic bottles and stuff. And
Oh,
then like if you get, because you know why they be watering that shit down? They be mixing that liquor with water and shit.
yeah, no, yeah, D. Somebody,
Uh
one
huh.
of the
Doing
dancers got
illegal shit.
crabs down there.
Hmm?
I said, Lord have mercy, not down
Wait,
here.
wait, are you somebody really caught crabs down there?
Yes,
Oh my
got
god,
crabs. I said, Lord have mercy,
it
not
looked like
down there.
that
You
though,
trying
because
to turn? Yeah,
it
you
was
down
like
there.
very trashy looking. It was trashy as hell, some trashy
I
ass
said, you
shit.
must have been being a lazy bitch because if you was dancing, you'd have been standing up. How the hell did you pick that up, Patty? Tell the rest
Hmm.
of the story,
It was
nasty.
like two. It was like two bars and two rooms of dance floors. But then and there was like bathrooms in the back, but there was like these little booths all the way in the back by the bathrooms and shit. That shit was like
I
the
ain't
some
never been down in there.
trashy looking ass shit.
Never been down in there,
Yeah,
and
I
I've
only
never
went that
been when
one
the
time.
dirty bookstore was open. I've never been. My friend used to actually work
Oh,
the
I heard about
bookstore.
that. Was
I've
that
never
down there
been
by
to
the?
the back.
Was
I've
that down
never
there by
been
the? Was that by the
right there.
saloon too?
No, next
Oh,
door. There was one down there too, but there's they closed that. The one that was next to Pegasus was the big one. There's one there, and then there's one over on the boulevard. But
yeah,
and
at the
they're the
Boulevard
same
of the
company.
Allies. Yeah, over there.
Right.
Uh huh.
And he used to work the one right there next door to Pegasus. And I've never been past the turnstile, the
Oh,
second
you
turn.
mean them
I've been
like
past
them
the first
real?
turnstile, but not
Oh,
the
you mean
second
them
turnstile.
real bookstores like
A
that say like the
real
video booth
bookstore.
things and shit? Yeah. Uh huh.
Yes.
Oh, they
He's like,
have.
I
Yeah.
said, oh, there was something that they clean with. I don't know what that chemical is that they clean with. It makes me sick on my stomach, like to smell it.
Oh
It
yeah, like
literally
that.
it
That
smells
bleachy cleaner
like
type shit.
bleach. Well, see, I think that all cum smell like bleach, but it smell like bleach, like you trying to clean up and cum. mixed together, and it makes me sick on the stomach.
Listen, people
Yeah,
don't know, like, because they don't really know Pittsburgh like that. But like, Pittsburgh's like a little New York, and it's like wild downtown,
yeah, shit
especially
be
at
going
night,
on
like in
everywhere
around.
now. How
Yeah,
you think I
downtown
learned
is very
that?
wild. It's
I
very
was
wild.
cool with all the whores, okay?
Oh yeah, there's like a whole block of
All
like
the
the
trans
transsexuals.
whores, honey, were my besties, honey. That's
Now
how I
there's
learned.
real prostitutes too, but like they
Yes,
stand
so
in
what?
different
Yes,
areas.
so
But
this on
the
Strawberry Street is where the boys be.
yeah, and then yeah, the boys will be over there by
The
the
boys be
boulevard of
on
the Allies,
Strawberry. The girls was around the corner,
and
and then the
then
drag queens was, and the
yeah, the
trans
drag or
was
the
over
drag
the
queens,
other way.
transsexuals, they be all on Liberty Avenue
Yeah,
and shit
yeah,
by the
getting
Greyhound
down,
station.
honey. I knew, child. Listen, listen. They would be when they would see me. There's the one she used to say to me. She said, "You know what? She's old." She said, "I always liked you, bitch." I said, "She said I did." She said, "Because I knew your mother, not my real mother, my drag mother."
Mhm.
She said, "And I knew that she was raising a good bitch, so I always liked you." She said, "Because you always listen when I tell you, y'all get off of that corner now." Because the boys is floating around. She said, "You get your black ass off the corner." She said, "Some of them other whores didn't listen." I used to laugh
Uh-huh.
so bad. I said, "Well, why wouldn't I listen to you?" You know what I mean? I was introduced to her by my drag mother, and she was a whore, and we were just downtown hanging out. We ain't turning tricks. We hanging out.
Mhm.
When the
Just
whores
hanging out.
say, "Get off of this corner," they know the corner is hot. So you don't want to be
Mhm.
caught up in no bullshit from over there on the corner. So you move from over there. But there's
Mhm.
these girls that didn't listen and get caught up. And the next thing you know, y'all, the sirens is on you like, but I wasn't selling booty. Oh, weren't you?
Mhm.
So no, I ain't never get caught up in no stupid shit like that. Cause I listen. But I
Somebody could
learned a
go down
lot of
there.
stuff from them.
If somebody went down there every day and vlogged and shit, like, and you talk to
Child,
them
they be
people,
lit.
your YouTube channel will blow the fuck up.
They
You
be
will find all
lit.
types of people.
Well, wait a minute. Listen,
Oh.
I read RuPaul's first book, okay? And RuPaul's first book, he was doing that. He used to go around with video camera and do that kind of stuff. RuPaul was always RuPaul. Period. She was
Mhm.
always RuPaul. The bitch was always very smart. The bitch always wanted to be exactly what she is. And she just was like out there, that personality like that. But there's a portion in the book where she talks about where she was hanging out and she was like doing like interviews and she was interviewing like Johns and stuff. And RuPaul's so crazy. She said, "Yeah, told the story." She said, "I went up to the car, I got the camera and everything." She said, and it was a little guy, a cute little Hispanic guy. And she said he was so fine. She said, "Honey, I turned off that damn camera." She said, "I wasn't a hooker." She said, "I was just another girl just doing a little thing." She said, vlogging basically. She said, "Honey, I
Mhm.
turned the camera off and went on and turned that trick. He was too damn fine." I love RuPaul. Do you hear me? I love her because she's so raw. She always
Uh-huh.
was. That's the two. I
Yeah.
always love Maddie and I always love RuPaul because they were going to tell you the truth about their life. They wasn't trying to cover it
No,
up or
sometimes I
say
don't know,
nothing else. They
like
just told
RuPaul.
you shit.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know if RuPaul's joking or like being serious.
That bitch is serious. That bitch is serious. Rue is something else. I love that book.
Mhm.
That book, child, RuPaul was something else. I've always loved her. Always loved her. Even before there was a RuPaul's Drag Race. I remember I still have my CD single when Supermodel was released, and it was just a single. The album hadn't come out yet. I've
Mhm.
always been a fan. Always been a fan. Well, her
RuPaul
crazy
been famous for a long time.
a very long time.
Mhm.
Very long time. And people get so mad at her about her dealing with the white folks and not dealing so much with black folks. Black folks didn't deal with her
Mhm.
back in the day. They didn't deal with her. They gave her their asses
I
to
can
kick.
see she's kind of like the white scene though. I can see that.
Exactly. But that's where she got her money from.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So how you gonna be mad at her? That's her crowd. Like they
And her
didn't
and her
accept
man
her in like the
and her man's white too, ain't he?
is and is,
Hmm.
but ain't
Yeah. She's
everybody
kind of
stuff.
She's kind of white, but she looks like her drag look. She's kind of white, but her drag looks good though. Her hair be looking like it's coming up out of the
Right.
top of her head every time, every time.
Yeah, I love her. I love her. She's something. But I never held that against her because I understood the game. You know, and again,
She
with drag,
she looks.
most
I
of
ain't
the
trying to
drag
shade her,
queens
but
here had
she looks
white
better.
friends.
She looks better in drag though than she
Yeah,
do like because she's giving like the white a little bit like.
you always want to drag. See, here you go. The bull crap.
As a dude, she giving but the white. I seen the white on this other show
You talking about
recently.
the white
Yeah,
from Real
from
Housewives?
Housewives. Yeah. Look, I seen the whites on this plastic surgery show. I seen him like a
He
couple
got
months ago.
botched, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Did you see that like on Botch because his nose was all fucked up and he did like a little. His nose was like so pinched, like it was so small from having so many nose jobs. He couldn't even breathe at all out of his nose. His nose holes were like just shut.
Foolishness.
And so, yeah, his nose was so bad and stuff, but like they kind of hooked him up a little bit, but he still looks crazy.
There she go. I knew she's going to
Oh,
start
they
on.
fixed it.
She said he used to
I
live
kind of seen the
right
after,
on
but
the. She said he used to live right on the host roll. Somebody RuPaul used to live right on the host roll. She would see him coming in and out of his house. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't know. Y'all gay
but
life is something fun. One day I'll write a book because that's the book that I didn't write. I
yeah,
ain't write about all that stuff, but I could trust me. I could tell you stories.
mhm.
Oh, the stories I could tell
you
you.
you plan on writing other more books though? Like,
Absolutely,
hmm
absolutely. In the process. Remember her Christmas album? Heck yeah, I got all of them. I got every album that she released. Every one. It's my girl, honey. Oh,
I
Miss
mean,
Liz.
I like her and her personality and everything like that.
Liz, she's simple.
She's like
I'll
normal
never
type.
forget when I told Damon. Damon thought I was joking. I said, you have to go watch Star Booty. And I said, you got to see the scene about Cornisha. She said, who the hell is Cornisha? I told her. She thought I was joking. I went and played that for her. Diamond was in tears. In tears. RuPaul is so stupid. It's
But
so
but
stupid.
RuPaul, like I can say, like passed the baton though, because she made a lot of famous drag queens. Like I
Oh
would
yeah.
say, like a lot of them like are famous now. Like to me, I mean, like people like I'm talking about like Juju, like
Mhm.
Raven, and them like that. Like they're famous.
Absolutely. I went to see uh Latrice Royale when she came here.
Hmm.
I got my t-shirt. I don't probably will never wear it. I got my t-shirt is up there hanging up in the cupboard and all that. But she did a whole one woman show. It was fantastic. It was at the Kelly Strayhorn.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Like
and she actually manages other queens now.
hmm like I seen Sharon Needles before she was like on RuPaul's Drag Race. I
Yeah,
never thought nothing.
she's
I never
crazy.
thought I never thought nothing that great of her. You know what I mean? It was just
Right.
another bitch in
Sharon
the
was
blue
just
moon.
Sharon. She was just
It
getting
was just another
high
bitch in the blue moon for real.
and she's getting high and acting wild. And when she won, I
I know
love
way
Sharon.
more popular drag queens in Pittsburgh than her.
Absolutely.
We even like I said, even like Akasha. Akasha, I remember Akasha from starting from the bottom when we just going
Mhm.
out and like stuff like that and started playing with the drag and
I
Pegasus all the
remember
way
when she
up
first
to
came.
yeah. Like I think
I
I
remember she had
mean
a hard
to
time.
me Akasha's more popular than Sharon Needles in Pittsburgh to me.
She was at a point, not no more,
Yeah,
but she
or
was
whatever.
at a point.
And
But of course,
and
had
you
a
know
hard
who
time. They
else?
didn't take her seriously at first because she used to fight all the time. She
Yeah.
used to fight. She used to kick their ass, Daddy.
And you know who else? Marsha Mello is
And
super
now Marsha's a
popular,
big
like a
deal.
legend in the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh, in
Marsha's
the
a
whole
big deal.
area.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Marsha's a big
everywhere, and
deal.
like and everywhere, Morgantown, like in Westford, the whole
Hmm.
area,
Yeah,
the
Marsha was
whole
that girl.
yeah. He's like very popular.
Yeah, it just popped. That when she won, it changed. Sharon Needles was not even treated very well
Hmm.
before she won Drag Race. She wasn't even treated well. They used to do Sharon wrong, and that's why Sharon acts the way she do. Because when I tell you, She comes here and she basically gives Pittsburgh her ass to kiss. I think
Uh-huh.
it's I think it's amazing.
And like it's like the show. For me, honestly though, the show's kind of fake. Like it is. Like when
You
you
know
know,
they
like,
did.
cause like I said, I mean, like I said, I seen Sharon Needles in the Blue Moon. Like she just
You know
blends in
when
with
they
the.
did. It's a lot of politics,
Yeah,
Rich.
it got to be because she just blends in
It
with
is.
everybody else. She wasn't nothing really standing out nowhere like
It's a
before
lot
that
of
that I knew.
politics. And remember, her in Alaska
Did
were
she wait? Did
lovers.
she? Yeah, they were. And I met Alaska more because Alaska used to bartend in the Blue Moon.
Right. And Alaska actually was on the show first and
I think
didn't
Alaska
win.
looks better anyway. Yeah,
Alaska's
yeah. I think Alaska looks better than Sharon.
and they have two different kinds of drag
Yeah,
too. They have two,
yeah, mhm.
but Sharon made good TV. Sharon was a
Yeah,
fucking mess on that show,
hmm,
arguing, and she did reality TV, baby.
yeah, yeah.
She
Doing
told
all
the
that.
one bitch, she told that one bitch, she said, you just go on. No, the bitch told her, you go on back to Party City. You're take it on back to Party City where you belong. And
Hmm.
Sharon said some old fucked up shit to her. I said, oh my God. They just fighting, carrying on. It turned into a whole reality show.
I like different people. Like you know what I mean. I don't know. I like because I
Alaska's
watched the
off the
separate.
hook. And I
You know,
think Alaska
what's
did
the,
shit
what you
with
know
that too.
Alexis Mateo or whatever. I like her.
Yes, Miss Alexis. Bam.
I like that season she was on that first season. I like that. See, I pretty much like everybody on that season.
So James, I saw Rue live at San Francisco Club right when Rue, Supermodel came on. Yeah, Rue not no great performer. She just
Yeah,
Rue. She just
Sharon said. Natalia said Sharon was on the show before Alaska. Alaska didn't last very long though, did she?
yeah. That's yeah. I'm sorry, Sharon. Yeah, Alaska got on after Alaska, and I got a mix, but Alaska was auditioning every year. And then Sharon auditioned once and got on and won. And then after that, the next year, Alaska got on the show. So it was, I'm sorry, we were always here because we was always rooting for her to get on the show, and she didn't get on. She did it like maybe 3 times before she actually got. No, Sharon won. Alaska won. Alaska
Yeah.
won one of the bring back
Well,
situation.
All Stars or something like that.
Yeah, but her
Uh,
first time out, she didn't win. She got toward the end. But yeah,
Jessica
Sharon
Town
won.
said she got to
And
get
they
into
broke up
Drag Race.
too.
You only seen Jessica. You'll probably like it. I mean, it's a show that you can follow and stuff like that. You'll probably
It's a
like it.
lot. Yeah, you can go back. Go to
You just gotta
Paramount.
watch it any season, but start from the first episode. You'll like it.
Yeah, go to Paramount Plus. They got a bunch of them.
It's a show anybody can watch. I think,
Oh
even
yeah,
straight or
because
not,
you're
and it's
funny.
like
You're gonna
anybody
see
can watch.
some funny shit. It's
Yeah,
especially when they get to doing that. The funniest episode every season is when they do what is it? The match game. Funny as
hmm,
hell. When
yeah.
they got to imitate other people, that
It's
shit
a
is
lot of them are funny.
hilarious.
Some of
Oh
them are
my
dumb.
god. When they
I like.
told the one girl did Diana Ross that time, and wait, her name was the same as mine. Her name was Milan. As well, her was Milan. My name is Milan, but her name was Milan, and she did Diana Ross. And when they turned around, and RuPaul said, "No." Well, RuPaul was Ross Matthews, said that the bitch looked like Diana Ross after 2 a.m. and 25 packs of cigarettes. I was like, damn. They be cutting up real bad when they do that little part. That's like the best episode every season.
These last seasons I ain't really watched like that, or I might have started watching like one, two, or three of them, and then I just stopped or whatever. But like my favorite, I can say, like I think is Raven though, for real.
I like Raven. Yeah, I can see you liking Raven.
She's like
Raven,
serious,
Raven's
serious
a
but
dude.
animated. She comes
She's
like to
smart. She
work
looked like
like she's
Demi Moore.
strictly business. Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah, yeah, the Little Richard one was good. I do like Alyssa Edwards. Alyssa Edwards is so over. She's like a white version of RuPaul. She's real over dramatic and funny as hell. But
Do
that yeah, when Kennedy did Little Richard,
what's
that
this
was
one?
funny as hell too.
What's this one? Something Sophia, the little one. So, was it Zara Sophia or something? Remember there was this little Asian one, but not Jujubee.
Her name
Not
is
it was on the season
Yara.
with Alexis. She talked real funny too. She has a
Yeah,
funny
that's
little
Yara.
accent.
No,
Yara
no, no, no.
Sophia, I liked her too. Yeah,
Laura Sophia is
she was funny.
she's funny too. And then there's also the one that says, "Ooh, I love that drink," and she her
Yeah,
accent so
that
heavy.
other little Asian one. He's cute. Like you know what I mean. I forget
We
what
got
his
another
name
one that
is.
loves these Asians. Okay.
No, I don't like. No, I'm just saying like he looks like a little like a cute little person. Like uh I forget his name though. But he's a little Asian though. That's what I'm saying. That one I
You
don't think
talking about
Zora Sophia.
Juju?
Who?
Not Juju.
No, not Juju. Wait, what's the one with the bald head? That's Juju with the
Yeah, that's
bald.
Juju got a bald head.
No, this little Asian one.
Asian.
But
New or old?
he looks pretty when he puts the makeup on and stuff though. He's
New
like
or old?
probably he's he's like old season. It's not the new
Old.
RuPaul. Mm-mm.
Who was Asian?
He look Asian. Y'all know he was like cute looking. He did his make. He looked like Lil Kim for real. This one looked like Lil Kim.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of their name. God knows there's over 100 of them now.
Yeah, I know. There's a bunch because this is
Jasmine
just
Masters is funny. Jasmine Masters running around looking like she looked like Billy Jackson, and she be cutting up. She made that viral clip when she sat on her balls.
who. No, what's the other one that went viral? Because he's on a meme right now. Like he's on a meme. He's dark skinned. I think we talked and you said his name
That does,
before.
and I oop, that
And
one. That's
and he
Jasmine
has his
Masters.
hair in a ponytail. He was on there twice because remember he got sent home like the very first person on the one season, his first season, and then he came back and he did well. I believe he was from somewhere like Cleveland or one of them places. I forget their fucking names because it's been so long ago.
You're so
But he
good at
was
that.
like a fan favorite, like a popular one too.
That could
Nina,
have been
yeah,
Chi.
yeah, Nina.
Nina Flowers is my girl.
Hmm.
It's one of my faves.
And then there was like this tall Asian one. And remember, they was like dating. They was like I don't know if he was Asian, but there was like two boyfriends on the show. The one
Oh,
time.
you're talking about
Yeah.
Sahara and
Wait. What's the one Davenport too? One of them's last name was Davenport.
yeah,
Something Dav.
that's Kennedy.
Kennedy Davenport.
That
Yeah.
could dance real good. Manila Luzon.
Manila. Yeah,
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 Manila
Manila.
Luzon.
I
She's
thought
not
Manila looked
Asian.
good in drag.
Yeah,
Who'd she go with?
Manila
Who did
is
who did Manila go with? Manila went with
she went with
somebody.
Sahara.
Oh,
Sahara
Sahara. Yeah,
Davenport.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Sahara was a Davenport too. She passed away.
Oh, she passed away. So who's
Yeah,
Sahara
Sahara passed
Davenport?
away.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
that's Sahara. And then Kennedy came back and tore that. That's the black one.
that's
That
when I
did,
liked watching the
that's the
show. And
black
I used
one
to
that
watch.
did Little Richard and stuff. Woo!
Mhm. I watched probably the
Angina.
first one.
Angina was little and Asian.
Now,
Yeah,
John's
that's
the bald headed one.
Angina.
Then, so
Yeah,
no, John's the bald headed one, right?
yeah, she bald headed.
So, so Juju B's the little cute Asian one I was talking about. Then
Juju B look like Juju B gives you
Lil
diamonds.
Kim. I thought she looked like Lil Kim.
You think she look like little? She could.
Like
But listen. Oh, I got somebody's gonna be mad at me, honey. But you know who I think Lil Kim look like?
who? Because I can't think of nobody. Who? You're gonna say somebody in the beef sector?
No,
Who?
no. He looks like what's that little thing on the tricycle from Saw? His name?
Who? That
What's his
from
name?
that little creature thing on the tricycle with the mask on.
Yeah.
I don't know its name though.
Oh, what is his name?
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. That's who she looked like. And I got one of my people that I love him, but he loves Lil Kim, and I be trying not to do the Lil Kim jokes because it hurts. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but goddamn it, if that ain't Lil Kim, honey,
I like Lil Kim too, but
put a wig on it, honey. That's
she
Lil
do
Kim.
look crazy.
Kimora Lee is sharp too. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kimura
she's cute.
out there
Even in her
saying she
age and
is.
everything, she's cute.
Oh, she's so rude, honey.
Yeah, she is. She does seem like she's a bitch. Like I
She
know she's
is
a
a
bitch.
bitch.
I can
She's
just tell she's a
nasty.
bitch. Yeah,
And
but she's
Carmen,
cute though.
Carmen was so sharp, but Carmen was just a bitch too. Carmen Carrera.
Candy's assistant or no? Who?
No, Carmen Carrera.
I
That's
don't know
the
who that.
she's this Hispanic drag queen, or well,
I
she's not
said
drag
I,
queen.
I
She's
said
famous.
Candy's assistant. And wasn't
Yeah,
her name
that's
Carmen?
Karma. Karma. Yeah, that was Mama Joyce was gonna beat her up in the bridal parlor.
Yeah, yeah, her.
She
Mama
said,
Joyce
"Oh,
is a
I'm
bitch
taking."
too.
She said, "Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Joyce." They was that was a mess.
I like
I
Mama
like
Joyce, but
Kenya
she
Michael.
evil.
You say one the one who lipstick against Latrice. Yeah, Kenya Michaels was cute too, cute and little. I'm
Hmm.
leaving her alone, Dwayne. I ain't messing with Kim, but Kim knows she looked like Jigsaw. Shit. I said, child, little Kim used to be sharp back in the day. All she needed was some titties. That was it.
Hmm.
Next
She's
thing I
still
know, she
like,
came back giving.
yeah, I know. They
I
fucked
said,
their
well, what's
bodies
going
up.
on?
Yeah, like with the hips and all that. Their hips look weird and their legs are all little. Like that don't look right.
That they
And she
haven't
ain't the only
perfected
one.
that.
Like Nicki Minaj and them too. They look weird.
Yeah, they haven't perfected that BBL yet. That shit be looking
Mm-mm.
crazy.
They need a little like some thighs to go with it. Like
Uh-uh.
the thighs don't match. Like they got like little thighs and little legs and like all that other hips and ass. That
It
looks
looked
weird.
like
They
a
look weird.
chicken with a Cornish hen sewn to the bottom of it.
Like they think that they
Horrible.
got it. They think like they got a shape, but that looks crazy. That just looks really crazy. I don't know. I can see like a little enhancement, but that just looks really crazy to where they're like walking funny, and I just don't know how they don't see that. Like
It looked like
how
it's
how
stuck.
they can look in the mirror. I think they're like giving and clothes and all that, like with their bodies looking all weird like that.
Well, with dresses on, but when you put on
Mm.
pants, it look crazy.
Yeah, real crazy.
It do. Look like a knapsack.
That is just crazy. And then like they're gonna be like 70 and 80 years old, like all old and shit, like looking like that.
And butt all
Like
tight.
yeah, like
Face all loose and butt all tight.
walking all
Well,
weird
at
and
least they
shit.
can make the money, child. And then your
Yeah.
face be all tight, and then the shit falling down around it. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
That's gonna look a
Like
mess.
oh, you got like you and then when they try to keep it up, but you like
So there she
Madonna.
go. I knew she
Like
was start. I
Madonna.
said Carmen, honey. I knew she was gonna start.
Like Madonna though. Madonna tried to keep it up,
Madonna
like
looks
but
terrible.
she looks
She
crazy.
looked like her face is getting ready to start chipping away.
I thought I used to think Cher looked all right.
Cher,
Yeah. Even though she had her work
she
done, I
do.
still think she
She
looked kind
still
of a little
do.
bit still
She still
natural a little
do.
bit.
But she's different. Cher's not white either.
And
Cher
what is she?
is
She like
Indian.
Indian.
She's
Yeah, I thought.
Indian. So
Yeah,
she's from a different. Now she got a different makeup
yeah.
altogether.
Her and
Madonna
Jennifer
is
Lo.
a Caucasian woman, and she looked like her face is getting ready to start peeling.
Her and Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez be looking good too for her age and stuff.
Jennifer's bad. She always been
Yeah,
bad.
she is. Uh huh.
Jennifer and Rihanna could wear some damn clothes. I don't give a damn. Them two are like some badass coat hangers. They really are.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. They can wear some clothes.
Yeah, they do not miss.
I don't
Rihanna
like
can take
Jennifer
and
though.
put on a whole straight up dude's outfit and put on heels, and you be like,
Yeah, and
that's
she can still look good like that. Yeah, she can.
yeah,
She
Rihanna's that
she
girl.
she can wear like a real football jersey for like a dress or something, like a real
Mhm.
football jersey,
And
and
then
she'll still
everybody
look
else will
like.
start doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like
Hmm.
Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige, something about Mary J. Blige ain't clothes. She put
Listen,
on clothes and everybody want to copy her.
Mary J. Blige, it don't matter like from the beginning, like she can
Yeah.
dress. Mary J.
Always the
Blige can
same.
dress her
The
motherfucking ass
queen
off.
of boots. She got the baddest boots in
Yeah.
the game.
And
Always.
her wigs too, I think, because she always had, even from way back, she always had like different wigs and different wig looks from
Oh
like
yeah, she
short to
always yeah,
long,
she set
all
the
different types of
style.
wigs.
I don't you said Ashanti. Ashanti's pretty, but she don't knock me out, child. Ashanti be looking
I
cheap
think
sometimes.
I think Ashanti looks better now than she did when she first came out.
She just I don't she
She was
alright.
giving Ashanti was giving like Teen Wolf, like werewolf around the face. It was like she had like she
Remember her hair?
she
Yeah,
got sideburns. She had like some
yeah.
big she had some big old
Well, now,
sideburns and stuff.
child, she get microbladed now. She ain't got nothing to worry about that no
What do you
more.
think about? Do you think like Angela Yee is cute?
But no,
Yeah, I think she's kind of ugly, but some
I
people
don't
do
think
think
she's
she's
ugly. I
cute.
just think she's just there.
Some
She's
people
just
think
there.
she's cute. Yeah, she's like basic. She's
She's
very
somebody you
basic.
would see and be like, "Oh, ain't you cute and fat faced?"
Some people think she's bad though.
No, I
But
don't.
yeah, I think she's like basic.
They're all bad, honey. Mm-mm. You know where my I just said the other day when I was over there dragging what I like. Child Sco Mysterious, Fifi TV,
Oh, Fifi's bad.
and
Fifi might be
Auburn
the
Brown.
baddest in
That's
the beef
it.
in the.
Yeah,
Fifi might be the baddest in the beef sector for real.
not might be.
Yeah, I mean she really is though.
Yeah,
Actually,
Fifi tears
Fifi's
up
the baddest in the beef sector.
without even
Period.
trying. She just shows
Yeah,
up with the
she's
diva.
regularly her like that. She just bad naturally.
Good. Yeah, if I'm gonna pick something, I'm gonna have some good shit. I ain't gonna be running around here with no foolishness.
hmm Yeah, but Ashanti, yeah, she used to have sideburns and shit. I didn't think she
Yeah,
was
she
cute and
just
shit.
Ashanti's pretty. I think she's pretty, but she just as far as like clothing and stuff, sometimes she just looks cheap to me.
Just like the boy
Who is
Lloyd.
your wife? You talking about my wife is a baddie. Who's your wife? Dwayne. Who you
Yeah.
done hooked your wagon to? Who you hit your wagon to, Dwayne? Oh, newbie. Child, newbie's married. Anybody think about no damn newbie, honey? Look, see.
But it's just like the singer Lloyd.
Nobody think about no goddamn newbie. But Mister, that's the thing. Who think about newbie? Mister, Mister. She gonna cuss me out. Yeah, newbie. I like when newbie dressed up as Harley Quinn, Annie. That's when newbie be doing it. Half the time she dressed as Storm, and sometimes she's Harley Quinn. Now you gotta watch her. Honey.
She said it's the
Sometimes it's
haterism
the
for her.
hater. You sitting around here playing with Dwayne, honey. Keep on playing with me, honey, and I'm gonna tell. I'll shake y'all whole relationship up, honey. I sure will. Let me make a phone call. Ain't that how they do it in the beef sector, honey? Let me make a phone call. Everybody making a damn phone call, but don't nobody got nobody's number, lying and shit.
Look, and you know what, too? See, I all really want to be shady, because we've been good. But I know there's this like one certain person that been in the bushes all night and stuff, and they're really mad probably about the camaraderie. They probably have input and stuff on this topics and stuff that they wanted to say, but they ain't allowed up here because they made their bed and now they got to lie in it and shit.
Oh, you about the fat one?
Yeah, that one.
Mm. I don't know
hmm
why you been trying to play with me like that, Rick.
That's a shame.
Brian, what you doing? What? Brian?
Why is it when men dress up as women, they look better than us real women? That's not true. And
That's not
listen,
true.
well, I always say this, period, and I don't even do the dress up or nothing like that. But I always commend women because it takes a fucking lot. I'm so glad I ain't no woman. It takes a lot to be a woman, like especially a woman that likes to get yourself together every day. That takes a lot of work. If you do your makeup every day, your hair every day, and all that shit, before you go to work, you got to get up like hour or whatever hours early so you can get your makeup together, get your hair on, get your hair together, and all that type of shit. Get your clothes together and do all that shit. And then women be doing all that and going to work and shit, getting the kids up for school, getting them off and shit, going to work, getting off work, going and picking them up and shit. Get home, throw the load of laundry in, get the frying up something so they can eat and shit, and get their homework done and sit down. That's a lot.
And it's
But he,
theatrics. It's a whole bunch of theatrics. It's a whole bunch of makeup and stuff. That's why,
yeah,
like, I used to, when they would ask me all the time, they used to beg me, please do tutorials on makeup. And I'm like, no. Why?
uh-huh.
Why? Because you don't need to be doing your makeup the way I do my makeup. If you do your makeup the way that I do my makeup, it's going to have the reverse effect on you.
Uh-huh.
It's going to
But
be the
like,
reverse. You
but
you
like
will
you,
look like a man, because it's too much makeup.
yeah, but you can like you do drag, so you can like hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you
Right. And
feel
I'm
like
not,
or whatever,
yeah. And the
they
thing
have to do
is,
that
it's
shit
not
every single. They got to get
every
up
day.
and do
And
that
they
shit
ain't got to do
every
nothing.
single
Just
day.
get up and go ahead. I mean, you keep yourself together, but
Yeah,
it's doing
no,
drag makeup, child. Take me hours. It took
and I
me
see.
hours.
And no, and I see why a lot of moms and stuff like their moms, they got like 3 kids, their moms and
I
like
don't be
I
messing
see
with
why
that.
they just sweatpants, t-shirt, throw your hair up in a ponytail and go on. They don't feel like doing all that like that's too much to get you got too much shit to do to be getting dressed and be putting your makeup on and doing that every single day. So I know a lot of my friends that are girls and stuff, but don't like if we go out or stuff, don't get themselves together. But for the most part, they straight some jeans or some sweatpants and a t-shirt, throw on some sneakers and whatever, and throw their hair up in a bun or whatever, and keep it moving. Because they got too much stuff on their plate and too much things to do to be getting themselves together every day like that. But yeah, it is a lot to be a girl. It's a lot.
Most girls wear drag makeup on normal day, and I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate it. I
Now
hate it.
those.
I hate it. I hate it. If I could see all that, I'd be like, where are you going? Where are
Yeah.
you going, honey?
That's in now for them to
I'm
have their
telling you,
face beat down to the
if
ground
it's
every
too
single day.
beat, I'm like, I don't like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. I really do. I mean, if you're doing something, cool. But just 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you
Yeah.
run around here looking like old painted up, oh,
Yeah,
I
and
don't.
it's like the more extra beat down and fake it looks, the better.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, mm,
Like ooh, like Kim Kardashian, like I seen her
too
like just
much.
in general, like when she washes her face off, when she washes her motherfucking face and gets out the shower, because I seen her with her face like all washed off, like she look like a whole, she don't even look like the same person.
That's
Kim
too much.
Kardashian, she looked like some old tired ass white bitch. That's what she is.
You know
But
what?
like she don't look she looks like some old that been through hell that ain't slept with big black circles under her eyes and everything. She don't even look like the same person that like when she got the makeup on.
Yeah, that's
She
too
be
much.
bad. She Kim Kardashian's bad when she got the makeup on. When she washes that shit off, she don't even look like she look like a whole different
Yeah, I
person.
love to
That's
see
crazy.
a woman painted, beat down when she going somewhere or she got something or she doing photo, anything like that. Runway,
Hmm.
yes, paint, beat your face. But you at work and you what the fuck is that? Like, is that a rouge at work, girl? What's the problem? Yeah, I don't like that old heavy makeup like that.
Hmm. I like people that like look good without having to do all that.
Yeah, it's too much.
All that makeup and shit. Like they have to. Kim Kardashian has to put all that on her face, or she can't go outside
Well,
because she won't even look like the same.
she does look different.
Hmm. Yeah, way different. She can go like to anywhere without her makeup on. She can go to Target or anywhere. Nobody would even recognize her. Like that's crazy when you
She
put
just
so much
dragging
makeup
her
on.
like
You look like a whole different person. Like that's yeah. And makeup artists are super dope. They are like because they can give you like anything. They can give you cheeks. They can all types of shit. They can do with a damn makeup brush.
yeah, absolutely. You ain't gotta
Hmm.
get go under the knife.
No, they can draw you on a whole
That's
different
the
whole
other
new.
thing. I be scared of a lot of that work. Like I don't, child. Child. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. When the girls get their work done in their face and then they start mess around and
Yeah.
they ain't got no makeup on. And they be looking scary. Like the
Hmm.
hell.
Natalia, that's true too. Natalia said everyone does not know a daytime look from a nighttime, especially these young girls. These young girls, they wear the nighttime look in the daytime. They
Yeah, they
look like
do.
little hookers and shit. Like they always look like they're ready to go to the club at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and shit.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, they don't understand that, like the daytime and the nighttime look. These little kids now, they don't know anything. They don't know how to dress or not. They wear like regular club
Just some
clothes
good work
and
is good.
them
I
little
love.
tube. I see them in like in the summertime in them little tube shirts and every what they call I forget tube tops. and shit.
Mhm.
Like,
Going to work.
yeah, going to work, going to work in a tube
I'm sure.
top.
What do you do, honey? What do you do? You're a Hooters girl, honey. What's going on? The hell? Oh, you work at the library, bitch. Please, sit out.
And there's this I don't think they got it in Pittsburgh, but y'all got it around. But y'all know that restaurant Twin Peaks? It's
I've
kind of
heard
like
that.
Hooters. Yeah, but like I can't believe like they would make somebody's kid, because it's like college students and shit like that. You would have to dress up like that in order to work there. Like they have these little like country button up shirts, but they're like tied in a knot, like they just stop at the titties and shit. And then they wear like these little booty shorts with their ass cheeks hanging out the back. That's their uniform.
Mm-mm. That's a mess.
I just feel like that's exploiting the workers. You know
That
that you
is
can
so
only get a
fashion
job there.
that messed up all these kids, honey.
Yeah,
Fashion.
you can only get a job there if you're down to wear that outfit and wear your ass cheeks hanging out and that
Right,
little
and if
shirt
you ain't
tied up
got no
around it.
ass, you ain't getting the job. So you're
No,
being subject,
all the
being
girls is the
objectified.
same. It's all young girls, probably between 19 or 18 or whatever and 24, and they're all like the same.
I
You got to
never
be in
understood how
shape and
they get
everything.
away with that, but you know,
Yeah, that's crazy how they're allowed to do that. You know what I mean?
Hooters,
Like
the
they're
titty bar.
basically they got you damn near prostituting for little tips and shit at the restaurant and shit.
Basically, that's what it's given, honey. No crying at the pink. A girl at Dunkin' Donuts drive wears theater makeup every morning, and oh, stop. Like, girl, you frying bacon because your show is greasy, bitch. That's a mess. All right, I'm fading fast. Here
Yeah.
I
All
is, I is. All
right.
right, Rick. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. We done went way over. Well, we didn't
Yeah.
really go too far off the topic. We just expanded it. So y'all got
Yeah,
a
we
whole
did.
bunch of information, a
Yeah.
whole bunch. But it's never a
All right.
waste. You know, our
Okay,
folks will
James.
come back and watch. All right, Rick.
All
I'll
right.
catch you on the flip side.
Okay.
I was Rick Reed, y'all. I am fading. So I don't want to be up on here sleeping or falling asleep or start babbling on, honey. You know how it is when you get old. You know, what did Lincoln call me earlier? I can't even remember what term he used. Um, not a geriatric game. Some kind of old something. But anyway, listen, I will catch y'all. There you go. You would remember. Really? Really? An elderly gay. I guess I am. That is what it is. All right, you all. Y'all have a good one. I will see y'all next time. Lord have mercy. What am I going to do with you all?